have anyone.
All right. If any of you are in the far back, you might want to move forward if you have a hard time hearing us, especially if the event turns on because my microphone's broke and I got to buy new ones, okay? So if you end up can't hearing us, scoot forward. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We might have some other people trickling in, but I just want to first of all say thank you to everyone who made it to our February training. This is a huge, huge month. How many of you have already started feeling the energy from conference and even before conference? How many of you have already felt the boom that's been happening? Yeah, you guys are like, yeah. There's seriously an impending boom that's about to even get bigger, especially since we just got back from conference. And we're going to go over some of the conference stuff that we learned, our aha moments. We're going to give you some good nuggets. We have an amazing guest speaker with us today. She drove 2.5 hours. Amanda Piper is here with us. So you guys give her a round of applause. She drove 2.5 hours to come and spend time with us and spend time with you. Over this next year, we are going to have a guest speaker every single month. So there's going to be somebody new, a sideline sister. Their teams are going to start coming. So take advantage of that opportunity to bond with your sidelines, because if it weren't for my sidelines, I wouldn't be here today. And I say that with 100% certainty that if it wouldn't be for the bonds and the friendships that I built with people that weren't in my downline, I would not be here today. Because this business is not always easy. Even though it is simple, it's not always easy. And for those of you that have been in it a while, you realize that. And it's nice to build those bonds. So thank you, Amanda, for coming to share your nuggets with us. Because you guys hear me and Tina and some of the other leaders every single month. And sometimes it can get a little redundant here in the way we explain things. And Amanda has a different way of sharing stuff. So I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being here. For those of you who don't know who I am, I know we've got a couple of newbies, or maybe you are sidelines that are here. My name is Sandy Dury, and I am a presidential diamond with the company. I should say, though, that we are a presidential team, because I wouldn't be here without all of you and all of your hard work. So we are a presidential team, and we are going for an ambassador team. And we are going to brag when that happens that this team is an ambassador team, and we're going to get there with hard work together, hard work, dedication, and devotion together. And we're never going to leave anyone behind, okay? That's been our motto for a couple of months now, all hands on deck, and we leave no one behind. That's kind of where this team has been trending for the last couple of months. And I just want to thank you again for coming. My 4-year anniversary is this month. What's today's date? 13? 13? In 5 more days, I will have been in this amazing company for 4 years.
Happy birthday!
Yay! It's your birthday? We got a bond that we didn't have, right? So yeah, 4 years. Wow, 4 years have gone by so fast, you guys. I got into this adventure and this journey just to make $300 to $500 to fill a gap. How many of you guys understand what I mean when you're like, you just want to fill that gap? Does anyone get that? It's the gap between paychecks. There were so many times that my family lived on $100 for 2 weeks. Does anyone else relate to that? $100, and you wonder how you made it happen, and you're wondering even now how you're going to make it happen. Thank God It Works pays us early, right? We all got paid 3 days early. I don't think that happens by chance. I think God makes that happen because I think He knows that there's people in this business that need that money when they need it. Because sometimes we get paid 3 days early, sometimes it's 2 days, sometimes it's the day before, and sometimes it's the day on. And I really, really, truly feel when Mark kicks out their commission checks 3 days early, it's because somebody truly, truly needed it right there in that moment, and they couldn't wait. That's what I love about this company. 4 years ago, all I wanted was $300 to $500 so we could stop being in the negative, stop overdrawing our account, stop borrowing from our line of credit. 4 years ago, I just wanted to be able to go to the grocery store without a calculator and go into a discount grocery store. 4 years ago, I wanted to be able to get clothes for my kids as soon as they outgrew them without going on layaway. 4 years ago, I just wanted to not have that stress, that weight on the back of my shoulders of telling my husband we couldn't pay a bill. Okay, 4 years ago, I just wanted relief. It's been 4 years. I don't have to borrow from my line of credit anymore. I haven't had an overdraft fee in 4 years. My kids need clothes. I'm like, all right, go pick whatever you want. My kid wants a pair of shoes. He can buy a pair of shoes that he's never been able to have before. I just went to the grocery store and I was able to buy fresh, real food that hasn't been processed and canned and frozen. Didn't need a calculator. Didn't have to worry about what I was spending. It's been 4 years and we have a savings account. 4 years can make a huge difference. 6 months can make a huge difference. 2 months can make a huge difference. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit, because you don't know what the path or the plan that God has you on. You all are here right now for a reason. You joined It Works for a reason. You may not know why yet. You might not see it yet, but I can tell you right now, if you don't give up, 4 years is going to pass, and you're going to look back, and you're going to have a room full of people's lives that you have changed, and you are going to be a presidential team yourself. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to the next up-and-coming presidential on my team.
I don't know how to follow that.
I'm claiming.
I'm like, whoa. What are you claiming? Go ahead and say that.
We are claiming ambassador. You are claiming presidential. And Trisha has claimed presidential. I really, really believe that this team is going to see.
So is Amanda.
Amanda too. Yes, Amanda's
Not
claiming.
the team, but.
I really feel that this is the year. Last year, this team went through some massive growth. We lost a lot of people. It happens. We lost a lot of people last year. And even though we lost a lot of people, our team still promoted to presidential. And I will always say that this is our team. Our team hit those ranks. Our team hit those promotions. Because I can't say that I did it. I sure as hell wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And your hard work, and your dedication, and your ups and your downs in this company. Because we've all been through them. We've all had people quit. But the one thing that sets us apart from everyone that did quit is you didn't. And you're in this room today with us. And you're filling your bucket. Look around at all the little kiddos that are here with us today. Look at Brady. He's like, yep, I'm here. He's like, yep, look at me, I'm here. Each and every one of those people who have their children here today could have said, I can't come because of my kids. Don't you dare let your children stop you from making an amazing future for your children. A legacy, okay? So I'm going to pass it off to Tina, because I usually plan all these trainings, but sometimes I'm like, I don't need to do anything.
She likes to throw me under the bus. Let's just say that.
No, I just like to pick somebody, and I was like, it's your turn.
She knows I never say no.
So I told Tina, I said, Tina, this is your month. I'm not going to do anything. You tell me what panels you want to do, what do you want to do, who do you want on it. I'll put the PowerPoint together, and then I'm going to sit down. If you want me, I'll talk. If not, I'll sit back and drink my water and enjoy the view. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce my amazing friend, Tina, who was at a party, stranger at a party, who came with her arms crossed, totally doubting this entire thing. I thought, crap, we got one of those in the room.
I love it because there's a couple people, like Tiffany knows who I used to be when I was younger. Maribel knows who I used to be, so I love
Tina sat at a party. She was invited. Didn't know her. Didn't know Tina from Adam at all. She sat in the room on a big old puppy chair like this.
I was already a little customer and brought her, because she was
Yep,
too shy.
you came.
Yep.
Yep. And
I
this
was like, Maribel, if
woman.
you want me to go, you have to come with me.
So she went from sitting on the couch, completely doubting it, to having amazing results with this company. She's gone from diamond to executive, back to diamond, on her way to double, and she's trending for triple. She's got an amazing story, and she's going to run this training today. So if you guys will give her attention, give her a round of applause, because I put her on point. I put her on blast. She's doing this today for you guys. So she's amazing.
A
So,
little bit of blushing coming on.
honey, I'm going to let you take it over.
Honestly, there isn't really much I can add to what she said already, but I will say I heard this, I don't know if it was at Sarah's leadership retreat, I think it was, but it was a saying, it says, what is for you will not pass you. So that really stuck with me, because like she said, I've been in this business, it's going to be 3 years next month, March 7th, I think is my 3-year anniversary. And like she said, I went to Diamond within my first year. When I joined this business, my hopes were, my goal, I should say, not my hopes. My goal was to be able to be a stay-at-home or work-at-home mom, because I was sick of paying somebody else money to spend my time with my girls. You know, a lot of you know a little bit of my background history. I was adopted, and so my girls are my family. Like, they're really like the only family I have. So I was tired of losing time with them and not having that bond that I really wanted with them. So my goal was to be able to stay at home with my girls. When I joined, I was, like she said, I was that skeptical girl in the big poopy chair crossing my arms, because first of all, I didn't think the wrap worked. But at that point in time, Maribel, she was like, she's like, it works. I tried it. I became a little customer. It works. So I was like, all right, $25, I'll go to the party. I'll try it out. So again, I was very shy, never did I ever see myself standing up in front of a room, even with 2 people there, much less 50 plus. I mean, I've spoken in front of 500 people before, and that was never me. And so I told her, I was like, you have to come with me or I'm not going. So she came with me. She was a good support system. And I tried the wrap. I was the 1 in 10 people, or like the 10% that actually float when they try the wrap, which just means, you know, that your body is either super toxic, which was a high possibility, or your body's just reacting really well with the wrap and you're gonna have super or really good results within 3 days, which is what Sandy told me, because Sandy's the one that wrapped me. And so I remember, like, I can picture us standing in the bathroom with her wrapping me, and then I don't know if it was I think it was when you were taking the wrap off. After I heard her tell, you know, she did the party pad presentation and she talked about how she got the $10,000 bonus, and I don't know if you were on your way to quitting your job or whatever, but she was talking about all these bonuses that she's gotten and the money that she's made. And so she was taking the wrap off of me. So mind you, this was before I seen that I got fatter. So Sandy's taking the wrap off of me. I'm like, Sandy, you know, I'm thinking about joining your team, but I have to talk to my husband. And she thought I was just throwing her this line of crap because she's heard this all before. But I was like, you know, but I'm the type of person, like, if I sign up, I'm going to put my all into it. Like, do you remember me telling
I
you
do,
all this?
and I heard that I have to talk to my husband. I was like, crap, lost another one.
It's not as lawyer like crap, but I seriously like was going to talk to my husband. Then she took the wrap off and I bloated. So then I was like, I left that party and I was like, I told Maribel, pretty sure I told her this or I was thinking it. I just paid that lady $25 and she made me fatter. I told her that. So then 3 days later, Sandy's like, keep drinking water, take a picture 3 days later. I have my oldest daughter, who's not with me today, but I have my oldest daughter. She was 7 at the time. That's how much I didn't think it was going to work. I had her take my after picture, and my 72-hour picture was like jaw-dropping. Like, I can't even explain to you. Like, I had awesome results within 1 wrap. So I called Sandy up. I'm like, sign me up. I have to sell this. I want the big booster. Let's go. So I signed up. I ran with it. Went diamond. Got the $10,000 bonus in March. Like, so it was my following. It was 1 year in the business. And then I quit my job in June of 2014. And I had my ups and downs between then. And, you know, some of you guys who have been in for a while have heard that story, and you newer people will hear it eventually. But I don't want to take up too much time to tell that. But I can tell you, like I started my whole speech out, what is for you will not pass you. You're going to have hard times. You're going to have tough times. You're going to have naysayers. You're going to have supportive people. You're going to have negative people. But you just got to have the right mindset. You have to remember why you joined. No excuses. And I promise, as long as you guys stay in, you will be ambassador at some point in this business. It might take you 2 years. It might take you 5. It might take you 8, like it did Denise Braden and Denise Walsh. But you will get there. You just can't quit. And I can tell you, I'm willing to wait 8 years to make $100,000 a month. Don't know about you guys, but I'll wait. So that's just how I want to, that's really all I want to say. I mean, I don't think there's anything else I need to add. So let's welcome Double Diamond, Amanda Piper.
Okay. Do you want me to
Do you want me to do the flipping, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, I think you should. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm from Mansfield, Ohio. I don't know if anyone's been to Mansfield. Mansfield, Ohio. I joined the business almost 3 years ago, too. So I'm coming up on my 3rd anniversary. I think May 16th is when I joined. I was at a craft show, and there was a wrap girl set up there, Kelly Stricker. If you guys know who she is my sponsor, and she had this on. I tried the crazy wrap thing, and I was a little stay-at-home mom there with little cute hair bows, and I made sundresses. So I do sew. Well, I used to sew. I don't have time to sew anymore because I'm so busy with this. But that was my first craft show. I was just looking to make some extra income. I'm actually a college dropout. I went to school for nursing on a full ride scholarship. So my last year I dropped out with it paid for. And my family thought I was crazy because I was the first one on my side to go to college. And they're like, what are you doing? At the time I was with another network marketing company. So I don't know if you guys have sold anything before. I got in a lot of credit card debt because I had all of this inventory, which I love about this. We don't have inventory. So, you know, at that time, I thought that was going to be my vehicle to success, and I was focused on that. So I had been out of school for a while when I found this and when I met Kelly Stricker, and I wanted nothing to do with it. I said I would never, ever sell something again if I was a part of it. If I did it again, I would be with the company I was with before, because they were a Christian-based company too, and I loved it, and I was like, I'm not selling something else again. I decided to host a party because I wanted it for free. I had 20 friends that wanted to come to my house, and it was like, oh, okay. All my friends want this. I need to just sign up and make money off my friends, right? I mean, they're my friends, and the strangers coming to my house, I might as well make the money off of my friends. So I signed up. My husband was not supportive at all. He was like, what is this stupid skinny sticker box thing that's coming? You just paid $100 for this. And he didn't know I got the big booster kit, which at the time was $499. So he doesn't know that I don't even know to this day if he knows that I bought that. But I used my credit card. But I got that, and I made my money back within 3 weeks. And a few months after joining, we found out that we were expecting a baby. Went to the ultrasound, 2 babies. So I'm a mother of identical twin boys. They are 19 months old, and I have a 4-year-old. So my daughter was like 15 months at the time when I started this, and I actually have been praying for a way to make extra money and be home. I don't know, is anyone a stay-at-home mom?
No.
Yeah, now, right? But like, okay. But you know, like as a stay-at-home mom, you have a lot of work, but there's like that little something that you need just for yourself, and you lose yourself when you just stay home and you get up, you clean, you cook, you do all those things. And I just wanted something for me, and I wanted to be able to bring in extra income to help my husband. Fortunately, we've never had to struggle paycheck to paycheck because my husband's such a penny pincher. He doesn't like spending money. He's a worrywart. We still live in our first home that probably costs as much as some of your guys' new cars. I mean, we still live like a very simple life because my husband's all about being debt free. He bought his first house when he was 19. So like I said, we still live in that, and he was just like, what are you doing? You are crazy. But I knew, like, I want to get my nails done. And you see they're very pretty right now. So, like, I want to get my nails done. I want to go shopping and be able to not feel guilty. I want to take a family vacation every year just to go to the zoo, you guys, to take your kids. That's a couple extra $100 just to get them the food and the snacks that they want. And that costs extra money. So I had to take matters in my own hands, and I didn't care what he thought. So anyways, he thought I was crazy, but I was out to prove him wrong. So, and it feels so good to prove them wrong. God love you guys. God love you guys. But it feels really good to prove them wrong. And within 6 months into the business, I hit diamond. And in 9 months, I hit double and earned a $15,000 good bonus. So when I hit double, I was 7 months pregnant with the boys. So no excuses. I literally I wasn't even really using the products, and I hit double diamond in 9 months because I was sharing it with everyone. I was putting their app on everyone. I had results to share even though I didn't have my own. So I was just excited, and I told everyone about it. So it was God sent. Knowing that you're expecting 2 babies, and my husband got to take 2 weeks off of work. Last November, he took a whole month off to go hunting. He loves to fish and hunt, and he actually, when we came back from conference, he had the flu, and he was off for 4 days, like bedridden 4 days. You know, guys, when they get sick, like, they die. So I'm doing everything. Sorry. But a lot of people, and maybe some of you can't afford to take 1 day off of work if you are sick. And my husband can just call in and not have to worry about it. Like, he can go to the preschool functions and do this and do that. And that's freedom that we wouldn't have had before this. You know, money is money, but time is wealth. And I always say that because you can't get back time. And now he is full blown. He was supposed to be here today, but we couldn't find anyone to watch our kids. And I wasn't taking him 2.5 hours in the car and then back. So if it would have been closer, I would have. But he really wanted to be here, you guys, but he couldn't. So he sends his love. Anyway, that's a little bit about my journey, and I'm just excited to be a stay-home family. I'll be turning 27 March 5th at the Columbus training. Hope you guys are going to it. Party with me on my birthday. And my husband will be 29. Yeah, 29 in April. So our goal is to be retired and all that before we're 30 years old, and I know that we're going to do it with this company. So it's super exciting. He's going to retire before his own father, and he thinks we're crazy, but we're going to prove him all wrong. So anyways, that's a little bit about my journey, and I guess I'm going to share the party pad with you guys. If you guys aren't using this, you're crazy. This is like, I call this the Bible of It Works. Like, you know, you got your own Bible, and then you got this. You never go anywhere without it. this is so important. And even if you have it memorized, you still need to use it all the time. Like when people ask me like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, are you using the party pad when you're with people, when you're sitting down? It doesn't matter if it's a one-on-one appointment or a group party, group appointment. You need to be using this because this shows that our business is simple and that anyone can do it when you're just flipping a page. So I don't know if you don't want me to go into probably too much into the party, right? Just this.
You do you.
Okay. 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 So when I start this, I wait till I get everyone wrapped. People wrap as they come in because if we wait till everyone gets there, then that takes forever, right? Because some people come late. So you want to get people wrapped as they come in and connect with them. And when you have them all wrapped and you're ready to get started, then of course you bust this thing out. I usually like to thank the hostess and then have everyone go around and say their name, how they know the hostess, because you want to start building relationships with people right away. And then when you first meet someone, when they're coming through the door, first impression is everything. So look people in the eye, smile, be happy to be there. No matter what happened at home, you have to be positive and, you know, like you love your life and you're going to have fun. So always be positive and happy to see them. Don't ask them if they want to wrap. Say, what are you wrapping today? What are you wrapping today? So put in their mind they're wrapping. So have you tried that crazy wrap thing? Of course you ask them. Some of them you might already know. They might have been to a party before and they've already wrapped, but we're just going to ask them, have you tried this crazy wrap thing? So literally we're going to read everything off of this just like it says. And say it's easy, it's affordable, and it's fun, you guys. You can just take it out of the package. You place it anywhere from the neck down. You're going to set the timer, see results in 45 minutes, drink lots of water. We also have a facial wrap that tones, tightens, and firms. And this is where this is what I do. I usually explain all about the wrap right then and there, like everything about it. That's just what I do because they all have questions and they're wondering. And a lot of people will want to know before the party starts everything about it, and I don't tell them. I'm like, I'm just going to say it, once all together because it gets exhausting to explain it over and over and over again. So I explain it all at one time. I let them know, like, this is affordable. You guys, if you didn't know this, the wraps used to cost $300 for a box of them, and I bought them at $300 online. Yeah, I'm one of those that bought them when they were like considered a European spa treatment. I bought them, and when I signed up for this, I didn't realize it was the same thing that I had tried like years ago. And when I put it on, I put like shapewear over it, and I like went into bed, and he didn't even know I was wrapped. I'm like, don't try anything. I'm wrapped, sweet wrapped. Things on. I'm like, oh, like I hope he doesn't smell it. It was just like really embarrassing. I never even told him that I tried it, but yeah, I tried it, and it worked. But no one can afford. Most people can't afford a $300 box of wraps, so they're so affordable. If people say they're expensive, they're crazy. Like, these things are amazing. So, yeah, they're affordable, and obviously you can let anyone know that they can host a party for you and try it for free. Or what I like to do is give them, or another way you can say it, because some people are like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to find that many people. I always say, hey, I'll give you $5 off for each friend that comes and wraps. So maybe they'll get $5, $10, $15 off. And that takes the pressure off of them a little bit because they're like, okay, that's cool. Anyways, here's all in 45 minutes, and it's fun, of course. Rather try it with your friends. This is what it does, or maybe I explain the wrap. Maybe this part. Sorry, I don't know. I go with the flow. I never do the same party, like the same. I just go with the flow. So, but I always use this no matter what. Even if I change my verbiage, I always use the party pad. So if you guys think in 3 years you're going to master this party and your parties are going to be banging every day, no. Sometimes I walk out there and I'm like, what just happened? Oh, I totally botched that party. Yeah, and it's just like, but anyways, okay.
I can so relate to that.
It's like, oh, you just want to kick yourself. Like, what did you do? And it doesn't matter what rank you are. You think you'll have confidence. And sometimes it's like, oh, like, they probably think I'm crazy. But anyways, it's okay. Focus. Okay, this is what it does. So I let them know. Tones, tightens, and firms. Reduces appearance of cellulite, gives you lasting results, and you can only get it through Itworks distributor. Can't get it at Walmart. Can't get it online anywhere but through independent distributor. And then become a loyal customer. Now, some of you guys might not go through all the products But of course, my lovely upline's Jody Busher, so I learned from the best. And she goes through every single product, so I don't know if you guys do, but I do. So this is where I say, okay, I'm gonna close this, you guys, and we are gonna start sampling stuff and have some fun. I usually go through the body contouring part, and then I go into the supplements. I never give them a product catalog because I don't want them looking at it. I want them focusing on me. So they get that at the end of the party. Usually I give them an order form, of course, in the beginning. So if they want to jot and take notes, some people are greens. Greens. And so they want to, make notes and what's this and what's that. I'm not a green, so if you guys know the color personalities, you know what those are. But anyway, so this is where I go through all of this and sample and talk about things. Make sure you're asking them, does it feel cold? Does it feel hot? Like, you guys want them interacting with you and talking with you. And I know that's funny that you were one of those, because you always get nervous when you have one of those people that are like,
Yeah, I was like, great, this woman, and she was literally right in front of me. Like, everyone else was spread around, and Tina was like right smack dab, right where I was standing, and she was like looking at me the whole time. Oh my God.
and see, and now she's an amazing rock star. So that's what, you never judge people. That's the one thing you can't judge at a party, if they can afford it or if they want this business or not. So explain a little customer or try all the products. I usually explain the loyal customer part here, like after the end, after I'm done talking to them, and then I'm like, hey, you know what, you guys, I don't know if you're interested or not, but I always talk about the business opportunity. So I'm just gonna go over this really quick, because you guys, you can't take that away from people. If you are not telling them about the business opportunity, you're missing out. I don't care if that lady's 90 years old and she's at that party. She might be my newest rock star. So that is one thing I never stray from. Every single person I sit with, even if they're like, I'm only meeting you for, I'm only meeting up with you because I want to be a customer, they still get to hear about this. So you always tell them about the business opportunity. Don't take that away from them. It's not your place to decide for them. Exactly. Thank you. Decide for them. So this is where I kind of start going into my story. How long ago I joined, a little bit about me. No, wrong part. If you want to, you can give them a little background on the company. Like, we're debt free, we're Christian based, been around for 15 years, everything's all natural. And that's what I usually say, because a lot of people are like, you've been around for 15 years? Like, it's really shocking to them. So they kind of like to know tips about the business. And then this is not the newest one, but the newest one looks like that. And I say, you know what, you guys? It's only $99 to start your own business. It's basically risk-free. Why? Because you get a box of wraps. You're going to sell each of those for $25. So that's your $100 back. Your mini defining gels and your fab wrap, and you get some business materials. This to me is a no-brainer. Like, even if you didn't sell anything, you paid $100. You didn't get something on sale. I mean, you guys shop places and you don't get something on sale every single day, right? I mean, unless you're a crazy couponer, which I don't know. I don't do that. So, but it's like risk-free, you guys. 99 bucks. So if someone's like gonna order a box of wraps for 60, like for $40 more, you can start your own business and get some free product. So, 99, also part of the step one. Okay, so it says qualify. I believe that's auto ship. Okay. Auto ship. So briefly talk about this. You want to set up an ADBD auto ship, or you can have 150 PV commission or personal bonus volume. Sorry. This is important. Okay, I got a lot of credit card debt ordering a whole bunch of stuff, but if you guys are going to be a product of the product, you have to be on the product, and you have to share that with people. I would never buy Unique mascara off someone that wasn't using Unique. Like, you know what I mean? They're like not even wearing it, and I'm like, okay. So you want to have integrity and use your product. Start something little. You don't have to be on everything, and that's what's nice about the auto ship, because every month you can try something slowly. Try it. Keep your empties. Take them to your parties. Give them to your team members. Okay, we always bring empties to our team meetings and let people take them. So you want to set that up because you want to get paid, right? I mean, that's why we started this, most of us, because we want to make money. So we want to make commissions. We want to be qualified for bonuses. And it's just super important, you guys. It's customizable every single month, and you just want to run it, because if you're a wrap girl, wrap guy, you kind of need wraps to wrap people. You can profit off of that. You can do whatever you want with it. Sample it out. It's a tax write-off, okay? So I don't need to go any further about that. Qualified boost, the mini boost. You got the $149 mini boost, and then the $399. Okay, $349. Sorry. You guys need to be telling people about this. At the party, no, I don't explain all this. Actually, probably don't even explain about the auto ship. Like, I just am very brief about it, but I'm just kind of going more depth here. But if you're sitting down with someone, you have time to talk to them, tell them about the mini boost, because people will sign up and then hear about that and then be upset that they didn't get it. Because you get a lot of free product in that mini boost, and it's only available when you sign up. Only when you sign up. You can't get it afterwards. So don't judge people on how much they want to invest in this business, okay? Boost. And then earn your commissions, okay? Step 2, 4 loyal customers get you $120 of free product credit. Or 2 boxes of wraps. You sell all 8 of those, you make back you profit $200 in your pocket, okay? So you can redeem them for supplements, or you can get wraps and make wrap cash. What I love about this, I mean, and some people, this makes their eyes pop. It's like, well, you can join just because you want free product, or you want discount wraps. Who likes discount wraps? I mean, you can get a full body treatment for $25 for yourself, or you can sell those and you're profiting $75 because you invested $25. So for every 2 loyal customers, they're going to give you a wrap reward. So once you get these 4 loyal customers, you're going to get 2 wrap rewards to redeem. So you invested $50 for 2 boxes of wraps. That's awesome. And you're going to sell all of them and make $200, okay? And that's all the time. It doesn't matter how long you've been in. It's not your first 30 days. It's, you know, every single month that you're signing 2 loyal customers. They do expire after 60 days. So if you guys don't know that, make sure you redeem your wrap rewards, because you don't want to miss out on redeeming those. You're gonna say no. Okay. Step 3, go redeem.
Did you do all signing free product?
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah.
the steps are nice.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, it's okay. Step 3, go Ruby. This is where you build your team. I don't confuse people at parties about this. I just say, hey, this is where you find people that want some free product or want some extra money to join your team, and I want to help you hit this rank. We got some amazing promotions right now, certain bonuses. So after I explain these 3, then I just say really quick, you know, there's 3 types of people that join this business. There's the first person just wants some free product, which is okay. The third person wants to fill that gap, $300 to $500 extra, supplement their income. And then there's that third person that's just like sick and tired of being sick and tired. It really wants to quit their corporate America job, wants to be a stay-at-home family, wants to make thousands of dollars a month. So I always go over the 3 ways, and then I always go over the 3 ways they make money really quick too, because I feel like this is really confusing when you're like, well, how do I make my money? I always say we make wrap cash at parties, appointments. This party I just made tonight, I might even say that, right? If there's like 10 people there, you know, I made, what, $250 wrap cash tonight. That's for me. And then my second way is my little customer. So I'm making residual income every single month. You guys, that is so key when you say residual income. That is awesome, because most of us are only getting paid when we're clocked in. We're not getting paid when we're sleeping. We're not getting paid when we're on vacation. But with It Works, we're getting paid every second of the day. It doesn't matter what we're doing. So residual income. And then the third way is bonuses. So you can make $100 fast start bonuses, and we can make promotional bonuses when a company has them out, which right now is $1,000 for the Ruby bonus. So, oh, yeah, I always forget this part. Okay. So I go over that. And then I say, here's the average annual earnings from distributor all the way up to ambassador. And who said that? Oh my gosh, Tina. She said, you know, if it took me 8 years, what if you guys hit 1 rank a year? Would it be worth it for 8 years? Think about it that way. That's doable. Like, oh, it only took me 1 year to get executive. Yeah, and then 1 year to, you know, Ruby and on. So these are the average annual earnings.
Who is a brand new distributor that hasn't promoted yet? Stand up. We have not promoted yet.
Yay!
Come on, you guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Who are the executives? Who's had their first promotion so far? There we go. He's like, oh yeah.
I'm going Ruby. I'm claiming it.
How many rubies do we have in the room? That's amazing.
Awesome.
Look at that. Rubies seem on average $300 to $500 a month. On average. That's awesome. How about some emeralds? Any emeralds? Yeah, some of our emeralds aren't here yet. Diamonds, we got Tina's a diamond. She just took her little girl to the bathroom. That's what happened. Double diamond? Trisha? Okay. And triple diamonds? We got people working towards triple right now. Triple right now, Trisha. Ah! What happened?
No president?
I push a button. And then we got presidential. Woo! What happened? I didn't do that. All right, triple diamonds. We got a couple people working towards triple. Our team's currently presidential, and we're working towards ambassador. I like to see the big jumps. I mean, there's a huge jump from ruby to emerald, a bigger one from emerald to diamond, and look at the it almost triples as you go. I'm gonna work. If it takes me 10 years to get to ambassador, I'll be here. It's not gonna take me 10 years though, but yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that, I stay home with my kids every day and I bring in more income than my husband does working 10-hour days as a skilled machinist. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I made more than my husband last year, and he's like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
I'm like, right, dude.
It's funny because he didn't even support me until I really hit double, and he was like, "Oh, I think you're kind of doing something." I'm like, "Really? Really?" I mean, guys, it's awesome
until there's like a comma or a comma and a bigger number.
They don't care so much about the friendships and stuff, but you got to bring home the bacon, and when you bring home the bacon and show them, they're like, okay. But like I said, I've only been in 3 years, and now he's finally blitzing people and taking pictures. He said he would never do that, so I might do it, guys. Anyway, so the next one. And what's your choice? You want to be a loyal customer, you want to be a distributor. That's the only choices they have, right? I mean, that's the goal. To sign them as a loyal or sign them as a distributor. You can make me money or you can make money yourself. What?
I think you need to say that too. You have to say that at parties.
Yeah.
Either you can make me money or you can make yourself money.
That's what I wrote at conferences start.
That's
That
what
was
So I told Tiffany. She goes, "What's the difference between being a loyal customer and a distributor?" Like, well, you can become a loyal customer and make money, or you can become a distributor and make yourself.
And you guys, don't forget about your hostess. I always give my hostess the option. I'm like, "Hey, girl, if you sign up tonight," and I say it's in Forever Friends, right? The pressure's on. I say, "Girl, if you sign up tonight, those 4 friends are going underneath of you, and you're going to get $120 in free product." Boom. Because they sign up right there. I did all the work for them. I made the wrap cash, right? But I'm still making a fast start bonus, $100 fast start bonus, because my hostess just became a distributor. Of course, the residual income from her customers. So always offer that to your hostess. Pay attention to people when you're talking about the business. See the sparkle in their eyes, and that's when you know you need to, when you're unwrapping them, take some extra time and talk to them, ask them questions. See if they want to meet you for coffee the next day or something, because at parties sometimes it's really hard to connect. I actually prefer small parties. So if you guys are like, "Oh, I only had 2 people," those are amazing. I've done parties with 10, 13 people, and I've seen I don't sign that many customers. I'm like, I walked out with 3 customers because it's just so hard to connect with people. The little parties are the best. That's when people open up to you.
We signed one yesterday. We went just to share a business side, and she ended up jumping. And then her sister, she was like, she won a big order and stuff, and she was like, "I want to sign it too."
Some people are a little scared to open up when there's so many people there. So when it's smaller too, that gives you the opportunity, and it's a little less intimidating to talk about joining the business and things. So, and if they place a big order, it's like, look, you just placed a qualifying order as a distributor. You should just do this. You know what I mean? So if they're ordering a skinny bag, it's like, you probably should have signed up. So, anyways, and then I take them to the wrap room, unwrap them. What can I help you fill out your order form? and do that. So, any questions?
Good job.
Thanks. Am I supposed to say anything else?
If you want to just run through it, I guess.
No, because then you have to take questions, so I know.
Yeah, she, okay,
So-
yep. So if you wanna be good, you're good.
Okay.
Oh, is that-
Amanda, you're not done because you'll be back up here.
Okay, that's
Don't get too excited.
Okay, so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on our steps to success because Amanda did a really good job going through the party pad and kind of breaking down each step for you guys. But I had a couple people asking some questions, so I'm gonna hit on it really quick. First of all, I wanna ask, and be honest, and if you don't, it's fine, but after today, your hand will go up at the next meeting, okay? So how many of you actually print a printed copy every single month on the first day of the month of your steps to success? Okay, those of you that are not, starting today, go home and print it, okay? You need to have that visual aid. I cannot express enough how much, when I don't print this, I'm not successful. When I print this, I see success. And the way I worded it that way for a reason. That holds me accountable. Seeing this hanging up by my computer holds me accountable to tell me that I've got to make that happen. Now, do I complete it every month? No. Do I work towards completing it every month? Yes. But if this is not hanging up, I failed. If it's hanging up, I see success, which means every month I run my monthly $80 BB auto ship to be a qualified distributor to get commissions, bonuses, and promotions, okay? So step one, after you have joined, the following month, your step one is your auto ship. Just like Amanda said, you cannot be a successful distributor in this company unless you are trying those products. How are you going to have conviction and belief behind the products that you are trying to share with others if you personally are not using them? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you. Felt that coming on. I needed that to come out. You've got to be on the products because the distributors that are on my team, and like I said, I've been at this 4 years. The distributors that are on my team that are not using the products consistently, monthly, and running their auto ships, they are the ones that are struggling in their business. They are the ones that are having a hard time signing distributors and customers because they're not a product of the product, and they are missing one of the 3 fundamentals that I feel are super important for this company. Number 1, you've got to have a belief in your product. You've got to believe in the products that you have on hand. And how can you believe in them if you're not using them yourself? Once a month, It Works has you run an $80 order. $80 is enough to get a box of wraps and a supplement that you're personally going to try, right? You're going to get a box of wraps. You're going to sell your wraps for $25 a piece. You just made your $100 back. Guess what? You just ran your business for free. Worst case scenario, you're using those 4 wraps. You're getting your own before and after pictures. You're blasting them on social media because you should be. Stop being embarrassed about showing your before and after pictures. Blast them out there because you're going to see your business explode the minute you do that. Okay? You have to have a belief in the products that you have on hand because if you don't, your business will not grow. You have to have a belief in yourself. You have to believe that you will be successful. You have to believe that you are going to make something happen. This is not a race and this is not a competition. Get that out of your head right here, right now. Stop it. Those of you that have been comparing yourself to the person sitting next to you or in front of you or behind you, you have to stop because it's holding you back. You have to believe in your abilities and your future, and you have to believe that you can do anything as soon as you put your mind to it. And you have to have a belief in this company. If you are not staying plugged into the calls, the corporate calls, we have a corporate call on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. If y'all are not listening to those calls and you are not listening to our corporate team, Mark, Mike, Pam, Rusty Lackey, those people are the foundation of this company. If you are not listening to them every week, how are you supposed to understand where their passion comes from and why they do what they do for us? If you are not listening to those calls, you are missing out on having a belief in this company because you don't know what this company stands for. You might have an idea, you might think you know, but until you are plugged in and really putting it out there to really learn what this company is about, what Mark and Cindy stand for, you don't have a true belief in this company. And if even one of those 3 are missing, you're going to struggle. And it starts with step 1 by running that auto ship. Once a month, 2 products, maybe 3 products are going to help you grow your business. Okay? Step 2, this is our wrap rewards. You guys, our customers customers are the residual income, like Amanda said. Residual income is a beautiful thing. If you don't understand what residual income is, Google it. Okay, Google it. You want to try to bring in at least 4 new customers every single month. Will there be months that you bring in more than 4? Sure will. We got a girl out in California that brought in, I think her final count was 18 last month. 18 new customers last month. You know what she's doing? Social media and belly to belly and just sharing because she's got a belief in herself, her company, and her products. There's nothing stopping her. 18 new customers. Now, will there be months where maybe she only got 1? Sure. Are there months where I only get 1 customer? Sure. But you better believe I'm planting tons of seeds. Tons and tons of seeds. My family doesn't support me in this business. I don't have a single support by my mom and my sister. And my mom's best friend just reached out to me, and guess what she's doing? She's signing up as a customer to buy those crazy wraps that my mom thinks crazy. Okay, so who's the crazy one now? Right? Okay, so work on getting your 4 new customers every month. If you don't get them, don't beat yourself up and say, I can't do this. Just go plant more seeds. Be consistent in your business. Be intentional. How many of you went through Destination to Diamond? How many of you realized by going through that you were not being intentional? How many of you realized that you were not being consistent? How many of you are intentional and consistent now? Amen. Can we get that?
Amen.
Yeah. How many of you saw growth in your business since you realized that you needed to be intentional and consistent every day? You can't just be like half-assing it every other day or taking 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, or just be passive. If you want to be passive, this is a hobby, and hobbies are going to cost you money. Okay? Just kind of be real with you. All right. So 4 customers. You get the first 4 in the first 30 days, you get $120 in product credit. Go get 2 boxes of wraps, make $200 cash. Those 4 customers are going to kick out a wrap reward. Every 2 loyal customers that you sign up, you are going to get a wrap reward. Those rewards will get you either a box of wraps or a box of facials for $25. How much is a box of wraps? $59. Okay? You get a wrap reward. You redeem it and you get a box of wraps for $25. What's your profit on that box of wraps if you sell all 4? $75 profit per wrap reward. Kind of adds up quick, doesn't it? Anytime you sign a loyal customer and you leave them underneath you. Now, when you start growing your business, make sure you get into contact with your upline and your sponsor, because placement is key if you want to promote. When you gift a customer to someone, you are gifting them a wrap reward as well. Okay? It is a gift. It's not a given, and it's not a guarantee, and you shouldn't expect them from your upline. But if you are gifted a customer, you are also gifted a wrap reward. Okay? Wrap rewards are earned for every 2 loyal customers that are placed underneath you. Redeem them for wraps or facials and make a $75 profit off of that gift or that customer. Any questions on that? Did that clear anything up for you, hon? Because I know you were like, I'm a little confused on that part. Okay. Step 3 is going Ruby. Yes. Do you want to work on getting 3 new distributors every single month? Absolutely. Are you going to get 3 new distributors every month? Maybe. Maybe not. There might be months. Last March, I signed 7 distributors in 1 month. Okay, my average is 1 to 2 a month, but I signed 7, and I think that's pretty good. I'm not a huge recruiter. So can you sign more than 3? Absolutely. Are there going to be months where maybe you didn't sign anyone, but you planted a lot of seeds? Absolutely. Get it out of your heads that you're trying to get people, because no one wants to be got. Think about the lives that need to be changed. Okay, talk to them, build relationships. Trisha is really, really good at building relationships with people on Instagram and Facebook. That's why she signs like crazy. That's why people join her team like crazy. That's why her team is signing like crazy, because they're following her example. You've got to build relationships with people. And relationships can take time. But if you sign 3 new distributors, and you teach those 3 new people that just joined your team to do what you just did, and those 3 people run their auto ship, get 4 customers, and sign 3 people, and then the next month they do the same thing, and those people do the same thing, and they do the same thing, what do you think is going to happen to your business? Boom, right. It's going to explode. You just have to be consistently sharing and talking to people and finding out what their needs are. Okay, stop making this about you. Amanda's like, yeah.
And I'm even
I'll be
red.
honest, you guys, I'll be honest, my first year in the business, I was like, in my head, I was like, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I want to make? What do I want to make? And it was about me and I struggled. Okay. The minute you get it out of your head and you're like, what can I do for my team? What lives can I change? Who's struggling? Who's posting that they can't do things, or who can't pay their bills, or who wishes they could go on vacation, or who's talking about their aches and pains? The minute you start making this about everyone else but you, your business explodes. And that's not an exaggeration. It explodes when you start making this about others. Okay? So the steps to success, you should print this every month, because if you print it, you will see success. If you don't, you'll feel lost and you'll feel like you're not seeing anything happen. Okay? Any questions?
I just want to say, like, I didn't even understand the steps to success when I was doing parties, because I had like 3 to 5 parties a week when I started. But I was still excited. I think I got Ruby and I didn't even know how I did. You know what I mean? So like,
That can happen.
if you guys don't understand it, still explain it. It's okay. Like, just be excited. Like, yeah, just go with it, because I thought I was gonna get a $500 bonus when I signed up. We didn't have a Ruby bonus. I was like, yes. I hit Ruby and I was like, where's my $500? And it was a $500 guarantee. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the guarantee, I remember that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's okay if you don't understand it. Just still tell people.
I think the best thing about this business is you don't have to know a dang thing about this business to be successful. You don't even have to be smart to be successful at this business, because I'm not smart and I feel pretty darn successful. Like, I didn't know. You don't have to know a dang thing about a product. You don't have to know all your products. For all of you, how many of you refused to start this business until you had researched every product and you got out all the catalogs and you had to read everything? Somebody's dying to raise their hand. Yeah. Y'all wasted a lot of time, didn't you? You wasted a lot of doggone time because it didn't get you anywhere. Because how many people actually ask what's in everything, and they want to know every single ingredient about every single product we have? 0. You just need to read the simplicity of the product pamphlet, if that's all you need. And you don't even have to know anything, because half the time nobody's going to ask you. And if they ask you what's in something, hand them a box, let them read, they're going to hand it right back to you. They don't care. Stop wasting time learning everything and anything and all, because you don't need to know it to be successful. You can fail your way to success in this company. Because I have failed a lot of times. A lot. More times than I would like to admit. And we are still successful as a team. Okay? Stop worrying about knowing everything, and stop worrying about doing everything for everybody, because you can't do everything, but you can do anything. According to Campy Dempsey. Alright. I think we have. Okay. Tina, you're gonna take over this.
Over here, it's you.
I know, but you're gonna do the talk. You're telling why we're up here. All right. So Holly, hun. So how many of you think you're super busy and you don't understand how you're gonna work this business because you're so busy? And life is just crazy and there's never any balance. You don't have any balance to life. How can you work this business if you don't have balance? You're crazy and you have twins running around and chaos and clothes everywhere and beds of disarray. And yeah, Holly, come on up here. How many of you work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, have kids, work? How many of you are stay-at-home moms? Your husband's working and you're just like, I don't know how I can do this because it's just me and the kids. How many of you are single parents trying to raise a child and you're like, how can I do this because I don't have time? Okay, that's all BS. Throw it out of your head because it's just stopping you. Because each and every one of us are going to share with you why you're never too busy to be successful with this business. And we're going to start with you, Tina. I'll go last because otherwise I'll dominate this thing. So I like to talk. But Tina said, let's do a busy panel. And she wanted to do it for a reason. So I'm going to let you take over.
The main reason why I wanted to do this is because I think that that's the main excuse that people make, is that they're too busy. You know, that's the main reason why people quit, because they're too busy and they just thought they were too busy. But here is the gist of it. You can make time for whatever you want to make time for. Think about it. Like, you can be too busy for anything. You can be too busy to clean your house. You can be too busy to go to the doctor. You can be too busy to go to your kids' sporting events. It's a choice. It's a mindset. So when you say you're too busy for this business, it's you making the choice that you're being too busy for this business or too busy to do a party, to train, to launch a new distributor, to talk to somebody about the business. It's a mindset. It's you making a choice. Everything comes down to you making a choice, and choices are based on two things, pain and pleasure. So when you make that decision, it's based on those two things. So when you decide to quit, it's because you, for some reason in your mind, thought that you were going to gain more pleasure out of quitting than out of like pursuing your dreams and your goals, okay? Because you think it's too painful to step outside of your comfort zone and blitz that cashier, or to stand in front of people and talk to them about the product. So it comes down to that. You really have to get in the right mindset, and you have to realize that, you know, it may not be easy, I should say, because it is simple, but it's not easy, but it's worth it, okay? So you just got to stick it out. And that's the main reason why I want to do this, because, you know, I started this business, I was working a full-time job, and then now I am a stay-at-home mom. Yeah, Amanda, you should probably come up here. We're just going to throw you on the, we're just throwing you on the panel.
Okay.
So I kind of seen both sides of it. So when I first started, I was working a full-time job. I was an account manager, so I worked 40 plus hours a week. And, you know, I had kids and sporting events, I have a husband, I have a dog, you know, I'm a wife, I want my time for myself. So I was super busy. And honestly, when I was working at my job, and Maribel and I actually worked together, so she can totally relate to this, you know, like we started having way more bathroom breaks than any normal person has. Like, we might have had issues. So, but you go to the bathroom, that's when you post on Facebook, that's when you respond to your team, that's when you look on the team page to see what's going on. You bring your party supplies, and I know Sandy did this too, you bring your party supplies, your It Works shirt to work, you change in the bathroom, and then you go to parties. Like in the beginning, it's very like, it's almost stressful if you let it be stressful, because you're like, go, 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 go. But that's only the beginning. That's getting you to where you need to be. Like I like to tell everybody, your first 6 months in the business is going to be the hardest there is. Like if you get past those 6 months, then it's just kind of like, it becomes like a type of lifestyle, and you're kind of like used to it, if that's a good way of describing it. Because it's just part of your life, it's just normal. Let's see, I don't know what else. I guess, you know, another thing you could use when you're still working, pretty much everybody at where we used to work at Courier, actually Maribel still works there, and Guzman still works there too, but like they're either a distributor or customer, or they will be. Like there's a small percentage that's not.
Right.
So use that to your advantage. If you have to work, be talking to those people. And I know Tiffany has kind of ran into this already. Like you're going to be talking to people, and Maribel, you can attest to this, because I told Tiffany and she might not have believed me, so you can attest to it. But you talk to people, and they're like, oh my God, that doesn't work, and they're so negative, and they're just laughing at you, and they're like, oh, you're going to quit your job and like stay at home and do what works, and they think it's a big funny thing, right? Yeah. So she was laughing when I quit, right? Like, I was like, they're gonna laugh at you at first, but you can't let that get to you, because, and Sandy told us best again. What is it like you say about like we were told no?
Oh my God, we've been told.
I like how you say it. So
okay, we have been told no since the day that we could pick something up and put it in our mouths, and it never fazed us because we still went and did it again. And we've been told no since the day we could walk and we wanted to grab something, and our parents told us no. We have been told no our entire lives, but for some reason, when we become an adult, no crushes us. You know, I was wondering why you said that. No crushes us. No hits gut punches us so much that it will stop us in our tracks and we refuse to move forward.
And I love the way she said that, because the first time I heard her say that, it really hit home for me, because it's true. Like when we're kids and we're told no, we just go and do it anyways. When we're teenagers, like if my mom told me no when I was 15, I went and did it anyways, just because she told me no.
We were just next door eating lunch with Madeline, and Tina kept saying no, and Madeline's like, whatever, and just did it again. Like, why don't we as adults have that mentality? Why don't we just go, okay, and go and ask the next person? We just let it mind F us so bad when we're recording live, so we got kids, so I gotta watch my P's there. What we do is that you let it get inside there and swirl and fester, and it becomes like cancer, and it grows.
And that's what, you know, and it will happen. I'm not saying like we're human. So even though we're giving you this little speech today, 2 months from now, you're going to that person that just tells you no in a way that just like really takes you back, and you're like, oh my God. They just told me no, and they hate me, and they're making fun of me, and I'm gonna quit. Like you can't let it get to you, because like don't quit because that one person. The main thing I like to point out is that person doesn't pay your bills. You know, you have to pay your bills. So, and another thing, Jody even says, like she says this all the time, like, are you gonna go home and tell your kids, like, you're not worth me hearing that no, you're not worth me stepping out of my comfort zone, you're not worth me feeling uncomfortable for 2 minutes. Like you really have to get that mindset. You can't have the mindset of, oh crap, they told me no and they hate me. Because I had an issue with posting on Facebook for a while. Like when I first started, I was really like self-conscious about what people were gonna say. And I have had people unfriend me and unblock me. But again, do they pay my bills? No. Do I care? No. They're lost. They're missing out on this opportunity because they were too closed-minded to really see the big picture. And that's another thing that happens. People don't really see the big picture. We're brought up where you go to school, you go to college, you get in debt to go to college, you work your butt off to pay off the debt, and then if you ever pay it off, depending on what you go to college for, and that's just like, that's how we're brought up, and it's all about your mindset, and you can change it, because God knows where I would be if I would have just stuck with the mindset that I was raised with. So you really just gotta step out of your comfort zone, and I really got way off track.
It's okay. I was about to reel you in. Holly, why don't you share how you work this business being busy? Because you work and you have 2 kids and you're married, so you have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Well, you have to speak up.
I do have to speak up?
I have to talk about it.
Okay. I work part-time at a medical facility. I do billing, so that's fun. I actually went down, I asked to do a part-time, I was full-time. So now I work, well, this week I got 33 hours, which is pretty much close to my full-time hours. But anyway, I usually, to work my business, I set up Hootsuite posts to post throughout the day for myself, because I can't really post at work because I'm terribly busy there. I will sneak to the bathroom a few times while I'm there to, get something out or to talk to a customer. Or, let's see how else.
What do you do when it comes time to for parties, since your husband's busy and?
What'd you say about the parties? What did you say? Nothing.
How do you work your businesses or your parties with you being at home with the little one and your husband being busy too?
Well, I'll take her with me, my littlest one anyway. My son's almost 12, so I don't really have to take him. He's usually pretty self-sufficient. Or Philip usually does, my husband. He'll help me with either watching her or depending on where my party is. If I have one in Indiana, my mom's there and she'll help me with her. Otherwise, I just kind of take her wherever I go.
But you could totally use that as an excuse, right? Like you can
Right.
But you don't. You just
No, I try not to use her as an excuse. Because I want to stay home with her. I eventually want to quit my job. I'm terribly unhappy there. Hopefully nobody's. Is this just what you're saying? Yeah, my goal is to quit my job.
Edit. But you know what? I want to point something out because then this is going to go off sidetrack, but I just want to point out to you guys on something. Holly and I did not know each other at all.
No.
She works with my husband's aunt. Okay. And somehow Holly and I became friends on Facebook because,
Little boy.
the little Logan.
Logan.
We anytime someone likes one of my things, or if I creep on my family's pages and someone's liking on their things, I start friend requesting everyone. If they're not my friends, I want them to be, because if my family isn't going to support me, then I'm going to support myself. And I friend requested Holly, and she followed me for a while. We didn't know each other. We never spoke. She just followed me, and one day she called me and wanted to know about this customer thing. And I was like, how do we know each other? Like, remind me how we know each other? She was, well, I work with Julie. And I'm like, oh, that's my husband's cousin. We had never had a conversation. She cold contacted me because we were friends on Facebook, because I friend requested her because she liked or commented on something that I had. And I was like, ooh, we're not friends yet. Ooh, she's not in It Works. We're about to be good friends. And she signed up for 1 month, and she's like, I'm in. And now she was a distributor. She didn't finish her 3 months. So you have to be building your social media platform. You have to go into your family's friends lists and start friending some of those people to let them follow your adventure. Because had I not done that, Holly wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be part of Megan's team. Holly's playing a huge part in Megan going Emerald to get that $2,000 bonus. Holly is running to like work her business hard so she can come home and stay home with her kids, all because I befriended her and she was a cold market. You are like, never give up. I love this girl because there's been so many times that she could have totally quit this business and she refuses to. And I love that about you.
My husband's actually a lot more supportive this year. So last year wasn't so well. He's getting a lot better.
They come around. That's what I
He's
always
coming
say.
around.
You just gotta stick it out. You might have some negative husbands or boyfriends or spouses or wives or whatever you may have, but they will come around. You just gotta stand your ground. You gotta be strong. You can't just give in to them. You gotta really believe in
Because
this
you almost
business.
gave in.
Yes, I did, and it is.
So-
I almost said a bad word, but I messed my business up for a while because I almost did. So like, from experience, do not let that happen to you because it's just gonna push you back.
I want to share a little bit about how I worked this business because you guys, when I joined, I worked at State Farm Insurance and I was working 40 hours a week. And then I've got 2 teen boys that are one of them is super involved in athletics. And that kid's got like 2-a-days and then he's got games and practices and meetings. And then he wants to join all these events and he's involved in his church youth group. And then they have meetings. Like my son is so busy. And then I'm working, you know, at State Farm Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Stayed later if clients came in right before the doors closed. And I didn't know how I was going to make this happen. I was like, why did I just sign up for this? I don't have time for this. But then in my head, I kept thinking, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of not having money to pay for my bills. And another big thing for me, and some of you ladies may or may not relate to this, but I fell into that role of just mom, just wife. I didn't have anything that was mine. My husband has been involved in a golf league for years. And golf leagues, if any of you that are golfers and you know golf leagues, it's like nonstop. Like he would go and hit buckets and buckets of balls, and then he would go and practice by himself, and then he'd be on the league, and then he'd be playing again. So I was left at home by myself a lot, and I would sit there and read a book, and I'm like, this sucks. Like, I went to work, I came home, I cooked dinner is gone cold because my husband's not there to eat it, my kids don't care. It's like, who am I? And then I wondered, how am I going to make this business work because I am so busy with running him all over the place. But you've got to find a way to make it happen. For those of you that are still working, bathroom breaks are important. Like they said, I wasn't allowed to have my phone out at State Farm. We got in trouble because Pat was kind of lenient at first, but once he realized that I was in a new business, I think he had a fear that I was going to leave because I told him eventually I will be quitting here. He didn't believe me, but I had my phone out a lot, and eventually he made a rule. I worked there 5 years, and it was the 4th year working there. He was like, okay, no more phones. Keep your phones in your purse. It's because I was working my business while on his time clock, and I would do sneaky stuff. Here's what I would do. Because I couldn't have my phone out, what I would do is I had access to my email account. So I would type up a post in my email. I would email it to my Gmail account. Pat would be in his office on the phone. I'd whip my phone out, pull out my email on my phone, copy, paste it to Facebook, and throw my phone back in my purse in a matter of 30 seconds. I was able to post and share my business in a matter of 30 seconds because I would type up different posts. If something came to mind, I would email myself a post. I would email something that I was doing. So I'd pull up my State Farm email address, my email account. I would type sandydury@gmail.com. Oh, Sandy, here's what's going on today. And I would literally type up a post. And I would go onto Google because I had access to the internet. I would go onto Google and I'd find a before and after picture. Everything was in the email. So I had 30 seconds to whip my phone out and copy, paste on Facebook, and throw my phone back in my purse before he even knew what I was doing.
Well, I remember if I couldn't get a hold of you, I would email you on your work email from my work email.
Yeah. And I would let everyone know. I was like, hey, I'm at work. If you need me, email me here. Or they would email me on my Gmail account. But you have to find ways to make it happen. I took a lot of bathroom breaks. I would slide the phone right up my sleeve, or I'd put it in the thing in my pants, and I'd go to the bathroom. And then while I was peeing, or maybe just washing my hands, or really I was just sitting there, I would be posting real quick, or I would be answering questions, or I'd be sending private messages to people. And I always have my It Works bag with me because I was booking parties. And belly to belly is so important, you guys. You got to get in front of people. Yes, social media is amazing. Trisha and her team's done amazing things with social media. I've been able to do a lot of things with social media, but it's the belly to belly that really can get that extra income in your pocket, because like she was talking, Wrap Cash is huge. So I would have my It Works bag. I would literally, the doors would close at 5 o'clock. I'd run to the bathroom. I'd change out of my business attire. I'd put on my It Works gear. I'd go and do a party, and I'd be home by 7:30. Okay. But what was really cool is I was building a legacy for my family while I was busy. But the number one thing that I'm going to tell you guys right now, you have to have a conversation with your family. You have to let them know that you are going to be busy and you are not going to be home. And that's why your dream boards are so important, because you have to put those dream boards together, okay? Because they need to realize what mom's working so hard for, or dads, because we have some men on the team that are doing this by themselves. You have to have some kind of a visual aid. That's why we say have the steps to success. It's a visual aid. Your dream board is that visual aid to let you realize that why mom is working so hard is because mom's going to be able to retire. Mom's going to be able to take you to Disney World. Mom's going to be able to, you're going to be able to do these things, because they don't understand why mom's gone when mom's always been home. So I had to sit my husband down, and especially these first 4 months of the year, you've got to have the conversations right now, because if you are serious about taking what this momentum that It Works goes through the first quarter of the year, if you really want to really boost your business, you're not going to be home. And you have to, you're not going to be home, and you have to have those conversations. I had the every year I have the conversation with my husband. I just had it. We got back from conference and he was there this year, and I'm like, remember, just so you know, I'm not going to be home. Give me some slack. Don't give me a hard time, because what I'm doing right now this first 4 months is going to set us up for the year. And you have to have those conversations, because sometimes they don't understand it. And I was talking with a couple a little bit ago, and it is hard sometimes, because they don't understand why the wife has to be gone all the time, because they're so used to wife being home. But everything that you guys are doing right now is going to set your future up for the rest of this year and the years to come. Okay, so find a way to make it happen. You have to have those conversations. Make frequent bathroom breaks. You know, work your business right after work. Set those appointments when you're off work, because then it saves that feeling of, oh, mom just walked in the door, now mom's leaving. So if you can book your appointments before you even get home, the kids aren't going to realize there's a time difference there. Okay, so that's my tip.
That's awesome. I think for being a stay-at-home mom, I know we're going to talk about conference, but I just realized, like, I am a work-from-home mom. So you guys got to have work hours at home, and me and my husband haven't been able to talk about it this much since he got the flu and died, you know, right? All right. I mean, he went to conference with me, and we get right back, and then Monday, boom, like to Thursday. Well, yesterday was, I'm like, this is not happening, and I felt so bad. I was trying not to be mad at him, you know, because I'm like so excited and so ready, and he's just like dying. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I'm sick. And I felt so bad, but I was just like, I need you right now, because I was being a single parent and trying to work my business. But we haven't had time to talk about it too much yet, but have those conversations with your spouses. And even if they don't support your business, ask them to support you. And I took that from a training one time. Someone said, you know what? Just say support me, because you love me and I'm your wife. Like, you don't have to support my business, but support me as a person. So just to support them, because it makes us feel good. Guys, as a stay-at-home mom, I didn't have many friendships. I have so many friends now. Like, my best friends are people that are in It Works. Like, they're my best friends. And like, us girls, we need that. We need to connect with other moms. We're emotional, right? We're emotional, and we just connect to this business in a way that a lot of men don't. I don't think they do until they go to conference or to a big training. Kudos to you guys that are here, because my husband, like I said, he's been in for 3 years, and he just came to his very first one, and like it was just like a light bulb for him. And now he's like really wanting to work it, and he's like, man, I want to inspire people and all that stuff. Okay, I know I'm gonna be on the couples channel, so I better stop it there. But
You're too busy. Like, you could totally have the best excuse, because you have twins and a little one. So how do you stay focused on running your business being so busy with kids? Because you are a double diamond with twins and a young one.
Honestly, I work this business every day out of commitment, not out of feeling. Because if I felt like it every day, there's some days you don't feel like working your business, but I'm committed to my family. I'm committed to my children.
So it doesn't matter how I feel that day. If I don't want to go to a training, if I don't want to get on a team call, I'm committed 100% because I'm committed to them. And it's just,
You know what I love best about her? If you've ever gotten a Voxer from her, you hear the children in the background screaming, yelling, fighting, and she's like, stop it! Anyway, so, I'm kidding. She's like, I'm gonna kick your butt. So, I was talking to this person, and like, you have to just keep it moving because, I mean, look how many little ones we have here. They could be a distraction. We're staying focused. We've got to do what we need to do to run this business. And I think that's really awesome about you because you could totally say, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. But you've promoted to double diamond. You're on your way to triple diamond. You've claimed advanced, or you've claimed presidential. And you're going to do it being a stay-at-home, work-from-home mom with twins and a young one. Like, you just got to, you just do it because you do it.
you do it because it's for them. Like, how could you not, how can you just waste this opportunity and look at them every day and say that they're not worth this?
Now, you told me you use something, I mean, she mentioned Hootsuite, but because you do have young ones, you do have bath time and homework time and family time. So your business is working, you're working your business when you're not able to be on social media. So share with all of them, one of the things that you have found that's been really, really useful because you are so busy so that your business is still being on the front lines and in the eye of others. With social media.
With social media. I pretty much built my business 90% social media, but I have belly to belly. So I create the relationships, but then that's when I meet up with people. I'll meet up with them at the mall, like a playtime area, or that's where I'll blitz people. I understand that we want to do everything for everyone, but because I'm a stay-at-home mom, like if someone wants to meet me during the day, they have to come to my house, and they have to come during nap time because that's the only hours I got. I mean, I understand like during promotion months we'll bend over backwards a lot of times, but also remember you are your own boss and you got to set boundaries, and you can only do this time and that time. I mean, that's,
now, how do you use social media to share your business when you can't be on the computer?
well, I just post about my. Oh, I just started using this. So Buffer, it's an app, Buffer. I'm gonna upgrade it. It's like $10 a month. I haven't upgraded it yet, but you can post, or you can save like 100 posts in there, and there's like 10 other social media platforms that you can use, like Instagram and stuff. So I just started using it. It's been super helpful. Like the night before, I'm like, what's my motivational post for the morning? So every morning I want to post something positive, motivational, and I'll set the timer. I'll have everything in there, the picture, and then it will do it for me. So I know I tried to use Hootsuite.
What's the difference between those two?
Hootsuite's free.
Well, Buffer's
free at
free. It's free, but you can only save so much. So
Okay, so if you use the free version of Buffer, what's the difference? Is
I
there one?
don't really use Hootsuite.
I think
that
with
much.
the thing with Hootsuite is you have to have created a Twitter account so you can link them, but you don't have to use Twitter. Like I don't use Twitter, but it's linked with Twitter, and then you just link Facebook to it.
Yeah, Buffer you don't have to, but I have to pay the $10 because that's a tax write-off, and I could quit subscribing to Etsy every month and getting this makeup bag, right? Like I need that, right? I got tons of makeup, but I mean, that's not much of an investment.
So if you guys are working full-time jobs, find like some kind of a program that works best for you to schedule posts to go out, because I know I've got a couple of girls on the team that like they could lose their job if they get their phone out, and I get that. So by having Buffer or Hootsuite, or there's a couple other things you can use, find the one that works best for you, that's user-friendly for you. If you don't know how to use it, YouTube's awesome. I learned how to use Hootsuite by YouTubing it. And there was a YouTube video, and it told me step-by-step what to do. Trisha, honey? I'm going to just tease you a little bit. You're totally computer illiterate when it comes to things.
I am.
And she will either call someone for help, or you can YouTube find videos. Like I'm self-sufficient. So if I want to use a new program, I will look up YouTube videos. How do I use Buffer? And guess what? Some genius out there made a video on how to use Buffer.
I think I make Aaron do it. He's the geek.
Well, one day he's going to go YouTube it.
Oh, no, he won't.
One day he's going to be like, babe, YouTube it. But I've learned how to use everything by doing YouTube videos, like finding them. But find a program that works best for you so that your business can work for you when you can't. When I'm going on vacations, I have stuff that's going to post in our team page and on my social media platform because I know I'm going to be busy and I'm going to want to post more about my adventure than more so the business, but business posts will still go out there. Okay. So I don't want to stay on this too long. So how many of you, does anyone have any questions for anyone, if you're busy, and any questions for us that maybe we can help you with anything?
Okay.
Awesome. And if you see your picture, you are up. I'm out.
Am I supposed to stand there with them or?
You're gonna ask them questions to help move it along, so that's stay on track.
No.
So I think the guys are just gonna stand behind the girls. That way I don't cheers. You guys want to share?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so go ahead. I'll just stand up. That's fine. You don't
I would
need, you don't need. What?
Just sit on the floor.
Sit on the floor, honestly.
Sit on the floor.
Okay, so we're just kind of, like I told you guys, we're just gonna kind of wing this because I think you guys just see this naturally. You guys, the reason why they're up here is because each person or each couple that you see up here, they run this business together. Some in different ways than others. Some people, like the Guzmans, they're out there together, lip sync, rapping, people doing it together. I don't know a lot about the other couples. I know Trisha and Aaron. Aaron's more of like the stay-at-home, take care of the kids while she's out doing it, from what I know. I might be wrong. Okay. So they're going to kind of share how they work the business together. I really think it's important to have a good business relationship with your spouse or your significant other. For me, in my relationship, I'm the one who gets out there and does it, and Jared takes care of the house. So I'm just going to kind of ask them a couple questions to keep it moving kind of quickly because we're running a little bit behind schedule, and it is Valentine's weekend, so we're going to be quick. So Guzmans, we're going to start with you. Would you guys like to kind of introduce yourselves, say how long you've been in the business, and then I'll ask you another question.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maribel. I am a Ruby. I have been in for a year and 9 months. And this is Alejandro. He's an executive, and he has been in the business for
Almost a year.
So, the way we work our business, we don't have any kids at home anymore. So what got me to want to do this was because I was already spending the money, and Stacey said, "You're already spending the money."
Her account got locked out because she was spending too much money, and they're like, "Wait a minute, what's going on with this woman?" So I called her, and I was like, "Hey."
That's what you know, like the products.
Yeah.
You remember that?
True.
I was like, "Maribel, your account just got locked. You can't order anymore. What's going on? You're spending this much money."
So anyways, I decided to join it, and it was at a good time and a good place in our lives. My youngest moved out, and I think God knew what he was doing. He had to fulfill my time with something positive in my life. So with that being said, we just get out, we blitz together, we book parties, and we make sure we don't double book them. We have a calendar that we look at every day, because right now, he's rocking it. He is rocking it.
Yeah, I was him yesterday. He's like on fire.
They take me,
You know your colors?
so I have to go to conference because honestly, I was to the point that I was like, all right, I need to go there, because obviously, I mean, you as a man, like, I say this, like, for my experience, I mean, there's some times that you guys have to know what time you have to put your phone down. I mean, and like being a man, I mean, we want all the attention.
So that was becoming like, that's really good because that's gonna be my next question. So Maribel joined originally, obviously, and I call him Guzman. His name's Alejandro because Guzman to me. So he'll be Guzman to everybody. So Guzman was just kind of like there. He's just like, whatever, I support you, you know, go with it, you know. He was just there. He wasn't like working the business from the get-go.
No.
So he then did join just to support her because your kids, you know, moved out of the house and you guys just kind of need something to fill that like empty nest syndrome almost. And then at the point, I think, and I remember talking to you about this actually, Guzman kind of got to the point where he felt like Maribel was just on the phone all the time, and if this has not happened yet, it will happen. Your husbands or your significant others, your wives, whatever, they're going to get jealous. They're going to think that you care more about this business or your phones than them. And that's where he was at before conference, right?
Right.
So going to conference kind of changed your perspective on that.
I mean, I was helping out, but I wasn't like 100% in. So I was like, all right, you know, everybody's talking about this crazy thing in conference, and then everybody get all fired up when they're coming back. So
Did you message Whitney from conference?
Yeah, he did.
and I was like, okay, I need this, you know, I need to go. I even like call Barry. I call guys that is not even on that business anymore. But to that point, they was like, you know what, you just know to do it, you know. I said, all right, so I'm gonna try it. So I went, and I mean, I'm all excited now. You know?
All right, well, I'm going to stop you there because we have conference I'll have next or here shortly, so I'm going to have you talk about that in a second, okay? Erin and Trisha, I'm just going to let you guys introduce yourself, just kind of briefly talk about how you put the business together and your roles that you guys each play.
Okay. Trisha Ekman. My 2 years is coming up in April. Double diamond. This is my husband Aaron, and he's going after the emerald bonus right now. He's 2 away at this point. So honestly, he was more excited about this business and me joining than I was in the beginning. I have a really low self-esteem and not much confidence in myself, and he's the reason why we're where we're at in this business, because he believes in me and he pumps me up. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've put a loyal customer or distributor in and he hasn't celebrated that with me. So he's the backbone, and honestly, there's been one time in almost 2 years that he said, honey, you need to like find a time to shut that thing off. Like if it's supper or whenever it is, we need some time, because I mean it's 24/7. My phone's on and available for people. But the longer we've been in, the more confident he's gotten, and I'll let him tell you guys what he does, like when he goes out and about, and just like the Super Bowl when we came home from conference, what you did and what you do taking products to work.
I just try to incorporate it, wherever I go. The guys I work with, I do orthopedic machining. I talk about it and take, anytime I open my applesauce up and put my greens in it, people are asking questions. And, I just basically tell them everything that they want to know, and I try to help her around the house, take care of the kids, cook supper, if she has something going on. I just think she's better at building relationships with the people, like Sandy said earlier, than I would be personally. So, I mean, I just think everybody has their own way of doing things, Both of them may be out getting distributors and customers, and I think she does a better job at that than I would personally.
I have to jump in, guys, because on our way home from the conference, I called him. I'm like, okay, I know we're having this couple over. Here's the plan, okay? I'm going to come home. I have all my works gear on. I have my works bag full of stuff. I'm going to throw it out on the table, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to introduce it. He had the deal sealed before it even got home. We got a new distributor this week, and Aaron sealed
I don't
the
think Aaron gives himself enough credit. I'm sitting back here listening to you talk, Aaron, and I've seen how you work with Trisha, and I've heard you in the background when I'm on the phone with her, and kind of heard her tell me things about you. I don't think you give yourself enough credit on what you do for this business and how you recruit people, because you are an amazing recruiter. You really are, and I don't think you realize that potential yet. And just
Like,
to say things.
Thank you. For example, like I never had Facebook till I met her, and she put me on her page. But like our list of people that's on there, you know, she does tons of business off that. But you know, if I was trying to do the exact same thing, I mean, we're gonna do this. I know the same people she does.
Yeah.
I know she's friending new people, but I mean,
you turned me on to it.
You're belly to belly. You're real good at belly to belly though, Aaron.
yeah.
Everybody has their niche, and that's like my comments I have.
I'm gonna have a bunch of softball tournaments coming up that I'm gonna go play in. I haven't played ball seriously for a few years, just hit and miss. And so this year I'll be around a lot more people that I haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll always take the energy drinks with me and the chews and stuff like that. So.
Can I say something real quick? You guys know I like dogs. But, I mean, for you ladies, I mean, I think it is really, really important, like whether the men's are not selling the products or whatever, but if they stay at home and they helping, I mean, I think they need a credit too. Just because they stay home and take care of the kids too. I mean, I think it's nice that every now and then I mean, you girls told them, you know, thank you for helping, you know. And because a lot of times, I mean, if they got like 2 or 3 kids, I mean, honestly, I think that's a pain in the butt, taking all the kids and trying to do the parties and all that stuff. I mean, you know, I think that's a big help.
It's true. You just gotta make sure you say thank you, show your appreciation.
Right. I mean, and then I think they come around.
Also, yeah, that's exactly what I said. 'Cause, I mean, Jared was that person, and now he's coming to training, so you'll be seeing more of them. I'm
When
sure.
they start making more money than you are, you have to
Yeah,
come
you have to be.
around.
Like, whoa,
You have to come around. I mean,
we're just happy.
Chad jokes that I'm a sugar mama now. I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's what happens. Like at first they're at home doing the dishes, cooking dinner, hating you because you're out doing a party, and then you come home and like, you're my sugar mama, I love you.
well, I mean, we've done a different network marketing business before this one, and I kind of feel like all of them are the same except for the products are different. And the last time we did it, or the first one that we got in, we just didn't believe in the product. And every one that I've seen with this kind, I knew there was one out there that we could find if we actually liked the product. She would blow it up. Here we are.
Okay, Stephanie and Nathan, I know nothing about you guys, so let's hear it.
My name is Stephanie Burke. This is my husband, Nathan. I've been with It Works just a little over a year. February 3rd was my year date. I'm a Ruby. Thank you. And for the first 10 months that I was in the business, he was on second shift. So I pretty much did everything by myself, and I kind of had to rely on when I had parties and when I had one-on-ones. We have 6 children. That my older ones, we have 6. Yes. And my older ones kind of took care of the younger ones while I was out at parties and doing one-on-ones because he was at work. And so this November, he finally went to first shift after 18 years. It's been awesome. And so he really didn't know really what to expect, how busy I really was because he hadn't really been there, and how much I'm, you know, on my phone at night and when I'm gone. So it's kind of been an adjustment. And at first, I think he felt, and I know there are times that, yeah, I just need to put my phone down and, you know, focus on us and the family. But I mean, there's times that he does, I think, feel that I probably don't give as much attention as I need to him and to the kids, because I've got people messaging me and I've got things going on that I don't want to slip away. So
I think sometimes with this business though, it's easier for, and I tell this to Sandy all the time when Jared has his moments. It's easier for them to pinpoint that you're spending time on your phone and you're spending time on this business and things like that because you're so passionate about it. But I guarantee you that your husband or your spouse or your wife or whoever has that TV show that they love to watch, or, you know, they have their thing too. And we just don't point it out to them like they do. And so when Jared has his little moment, I'm like, what, would you rather me be sitting at home watching TV with you? Is that gonna change our family's lives? No. So get off your little rocker.
I think every couple just has to find their balance.
Yeah.
You know,
And
you
it might
have to
take
work at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I agree.
What's right for somebody else might not be right for them.
That's exactly right.
But you have to find whatever makes you,
And you guys are all different in the way you run your business, and that's what I love.
I
So.
was feel very lucky that he went to conference with me, and I think that kind of.
That opened my eyes to where she's at in this business and potentially where we can go. Yeah, she's very determined about getting the product out there. And at first, basically she was putting me in to a position that I've never been in, taking care of the kids. I got 5 kids running around the house. What do I do? Well, guess what? 2 older ones are helping me out. So we're trying to make things meet. Sometimes when she gets up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock and doesn't come to bed till 10 or 11, it's a long day for her, and I'm the one that I like to be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock. I like my sleep and where I rest, and I try to help her out as much as possible. Sometimes you don't do it exactly the way that she wants it, but I think she's thankful for at least a little bit of help and stuff.
That's true.
I want to give one tip. I'm going to jump in and then I'm not going to say anything else for this because I have a lot to say, but does anyone know who Ashley Sinclair is? Okay, I was on a Periscope with her one day, and then her and I had a private conversation, and she said one thing to me, okay, and this is one thing that all of you are going to take away, all of the couples that are here. Like you said, she's up at 4, doesn't come to bed till 10 or so. The one thing that Ashley said to me, she said, you've got to continue to find time for your spouse. And husbands don't care what that time looks like for them, but just making a conscious effort for them. That's why we call this conscious coupling. So she said what she does every night is when her husband's ready to go to bed, she goes to bed with him. And when he falls asleep, she gets back up and continues to work.
We all know that.
But it was the idea of the fact that and I will tell you, I started doing this with my husband, and I've seen a huge shift in his attitude. It's just the fact that I'm there. Okay, there doesn't necessarily mean there has to be something happening, but it's the fact that I am there in the bed in that moment with him. Like, he falls asleep immediately because he's exhausted, he's still working. But for those of you women that are up all night long and you're going to bed and your wife's still up and she's been like, go, 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 we have to be aware that our husbands still, like my husband's love language is touch. We took the test. He needs that reassurance. So for me, just laying in bed with his feet touching my feet, immediately he's relaxed. Any tension he had, he's out, you guys. He's out. And I may or may not be working on my phone while he's laying there. And sometimes, I realize I am really tired and I'm just going to go ahead and stay in bed. But had I not come to bed, I would have stayed up and exhausted myself. So for those of you that are staying up super late and you are not having that time with your spouse, whether it's the guy that's working or the woman that's working, your husband or your wife will fall asleep within 20 minutes. What is 20 minutes to just lay there with them, to let them know that you are there with them in that moment? Because as soon as they get to bed, go to sleep, go ahead and get back up and work it a little bit more. And as soon as Ashley told me that and I started doing that, I saw a huge difference in Chad's attitude with me staying up late.
And he gives you pretty much anything you need to do from your phone in bed next to him anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a smartphone.
But I just wanted to put that out there. I think sometimes we forget that our significant others just want to feel that connection. And whether anything happens when you go to bed, that's between you and your husband, but sometimes it's really just the fact that you're there. Does that make sense? Like, they just want you to be there and acknowledge them. And I've seen a huge shift in Chad just in the 2 months that we've been doing that. I will go to bed when he goes to bed. I may not stay there, but I'm there when he's ready to go to sleep because he's got to get up at 5:30 in the morning. Okay.
Okay, Amanda, you're a good example because Brandon was supposed to be here, so you can kind of go into.
Just to touch on what you said with that is so true. And
I learned that at like a Bible study one time, that you should always go to bed with your spouse because it just keeps you connected and everything. And I know sometimes I don't do that, but yeah, they definitely need that. And you know, you said you're there, but a lot of times I know we all feel like we're like my husband. He's told me this many times. You're there, but you're not really here. You know what I mean? You might be sitting by me, but you're not like giving me your, you know, your one-on-one conscious like attention. So I don't know what I can say except for just love your spouse where they're at. Just love them where they're at, even if they're not supportive right now, they probably will come around. And I think getting them to these trainings is super important. I mean, if you took the first step, if this is your first training, that's awesome because it starts opening up their eyes. I don't know, we went to one and it's like, guys are so 9 to 5, bring home the bacon. That's how you guys are raised. Like, you work really hard, you support your family. And for some guys, that kind of beats up their pride a little bit when their wife takes over and they're starting to make all this money and it's like, ooh, my wife, you know, she's awesome. And, you know, my advice too is like, you guys don't try to be in the shadow, like in the background of your wife, because I can start to see my husband, and I said, I've almost been in it for 3 years, and he's like, I want to inspire someone. He's like, I don't want you just to be the one. He's like, I want to sign a loyal customer. I want to sign a distributor, and I want to impact someone and change their life. He's like, I don't want to just, like, I'm not going to be just nobody. He's like, people are going to know me. Like, people are going to know me. And, like, I'm going to be ambassador to Brandon Piper. Like, you know, like, so, I mean, his whole life, he was bullied. He was, like, overweight when he was in junior high. Made fun of all the time. And, like, now, because of his business, like, it gives him confidence in that he can do something and be, you know, known for something than just Brandon Piper, which Brandon Piper is amazing. Like my husband, he does. I've been at conferences and he stays home for 4 days. He doesn't need mother-in-law to come over and help. Like my husband does everything. He cooks more than I do, and I mean, I never cook. Like if I can throw something in the microwave, get up, it's good to go. But my husband comes home and then he cooks and he cleans. So I mean, if you can ask your husband to do some of those things and help you out, that will take so much stress. I mean, you guys have to be a team. Like it's not, you need to try to be a team because it'll make you so much stronger. And when you can find that passion, you both find a passion. And I think bringing them, and I know this was this your guys' all first conference, right?
Mine was.
Your first, yeah. I think it just like, they don't get what It Works is, and I feel like us as women, we don't really get what It Works is until we get to a training or we get to a conference, because then it opens up our eyes. Like, oh my gosh, I don't have to trade my time for money. Like I don't have to work and slave every single day. Like I can live it differently. So I don't know. Like I said, it's been almost 3 years, and he just now is coming around, and it's exciting. So don't lose hope, because I would never sitting there think my husband, like we've been to trainings before, and he's like, I would never, ever get up there and talk in front of people. And I know he was really excited about coming today, and I feel bad, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices, right? And I had to come versus him because, you know, I work it obviously more than he does. So, but I don't know, just appreciate them and just communicate. I mean, isn't that the number one thing in marriage is communication?
And I think sometimes us women forget to communicate with our husbands when we start this business.
Yes.
And that can cause a
Yes. So have a date night, do something.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did great. I don't really have anything, like, I thought I would have so much more to add to that, but you guys really covered it all. So thank you guys for taking time and coming up here. And for the men, that this is the first time, I was Darren for coming up here, probably Nathan too.
Nice
Good
job,
job,
guys.
Okay, real quickly, I always say real quickly before everything I say, and then it ends up taking forever, so for real quickly. The 5 fundamentals. This is the 5 fundamentals of doing a wrap party. They came out with this at conference, and I love it. I thought it was genius. Cammie went over it. The reason why I love it so much is because I think a lot of us kind of overthink doing wrap parties, and we're like, anybody who's heard Jody talk, she talks about how when she would first do a wrap party, she would bring in like tables and bags and set up this full display and just make it this big, like almost circus ring type presentation. And really, it's really basic. You just need your wraps, your saran wrap, a party pad, and you don't even need catalogs. Honestly, that's really all you would need, and your phone to take before and after pictures. So they came out with the 5 fundamentals. This is on your e-suite. So you guys can log onto your eSuite, go to report or go to document, type in fundamentals. That's all you have to type in, and this will pop out and you pop up and you can print it out. So just a brief overview on it because we're going to go into some more of these things here in a second. The number one thing you want to do when you're doing a wrap party is get the party started. So you're going to have like a little table. It can be, you know, an end table. It can be an entertainment center, whatever. Have your jar for your wrap cash to be collected. Have a sign-in sheet. You want to have your wrap app available and ready to go, which Sandy is going to cover that in a minute. You'll have everybody sign in, have them pay for their wrap when they walk in the door, when they sign in. When they pay for the wrap, you hand them the wrap, okay? Don't be handing out wraps and not collecting money. So you want to make sure you have a wrap or a cash jar to collect your wrap cash, and then you hand them the wrap, okay? Then you're going to want to have a wrap room because there's going to be people who don't know everybody here. They're not going to want to be standing out in front of everybody, lifting up their shirt or doing whatever they're doing, depending on the body part they're wrapping. So have a separate room for your wrap room. Take them back and make sure it's a well-lit room. That's where you're going to do your before and after picture and talk to them about the wrap. That's where you're going to build your relationship with your new customer or your new distributor even. So you want that to be a separate private room. Number 3 is your party pad presentation. It's simple. It's what Amanda did. You're going to go over the party pad just like she did. And of course, like she said, she always samples out products. You know, whatever products you have on hand, you don't have to sample out everything. If you have greens, let them sample them. If you have wild, let them sample it. If you have lip and eye, let them sample it. But you don't have to have all that. You can just talk about it and they're going to fall in love with it just because you're talking about it. Number 4 is unwrap. So you're going to go back into the wrap room. You're not going to unwrap them in front of everybody. You're going to go back into the wrap room, unwrap them, take the after pictures, share their results with them. And then I think secure the sale. You'll probably want to do that in the wrap room or have a good jump start of it on it in the wrap room because you're still going to be one-on-one with them. When you get back out into the room where you did the party, there's a lot of people, a lot of distractions. I am a blue, and so like a lot of you don't know what the color personalities are, but there's a lot of things going on, and you probably seen it when I'm up here talking. I don't even know why I get up here and talk because I have like squirrel moments all over the place. I lose my train of thought. Like I don't even know. Like I see this kid. I'm like, wait, what was I gonna say? Let me finish that sentence, please. So if I'm in the wrap room with the person, like I can focus on them. There's no distractions. I can really make that relationship and seal the deal. So that's what secure the sale is. Seal the deal, essentially. I'm going to have somebody in next month's training. We're going to kind of go over that more about sealing the deal and doing parties and how to have a bigger percentage on your closing rate. So that is the 5 fundamentals in a nutshell. Okay. Where's she at? Should I go to the bathroom? Okay.
We'll come back to her.
Okay, we're gonna skip that one.
All right. How many of you downloaded the Wrap app? This is gonna be so quick. If you haven't downloaded it yet, if you've got your Android, go to the Google Play Store, get it real quick. It's called It Works with the exclamation point Wrap app. Okay. Download it real quick. If you're on iPhone, just go to the App Store and download it. That's what it looks like. This right here is what the app looks like. When you open it up, it says Let's Wrap. Okay. It's going to say, let's wrap. If you've already got a wrap, you'll click the green button. This is going to be really important to your parties and your customers because all of your customers can download this app and they can actually track their progress themselves from the Wrap app. And what I think is really awesome is if you're sharing this out to everyone, our new Blitz cards say what our ID number is, and it says download Wrap app to unlock the app. Put in this ID number, okay? Your distributor ID number essentially unlocks the app for your potential customers and distributors. So when you're out blitzing, make sure that your ID number is on there. Get the new Blitz cards because you're going to want to do that because it unlocks the app, okay? Because the very first time that you log in, although all of you that got it, did you not have to put in your ID number to unlock it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you were out blitzing someone, they download the Wrap app, they put in your ID number, guess what happens? If they use this app and they sign up as a customer, who's getting credit? You get a new customer because they use the app and they unlock the app because they put your ID number in. You can let them know, use this number, it unlocks the app. Okay, people want to get into these things. So you download the app, If you've got a wrap, you say, let's wrap. If you don't know, give me one. That's when they're going to sign up for as a customer for the first time. They may sign up for just as a distributor for the first time, but they can order right from the app, and they're going to sign up to get those products, okay? Once they have it, I'm going to show you briefly. What I love about the Wrap app is it puts the disclaimer right on our photos. How many months have me and the other leaders been stressing how much the disclaimers need to be on photos? Well, It Works got tired of us not being compliant. So they created an app that does it for us. It's kind of a no-brainer, okay? So you got the app. Let's Wrap, okay? It's going to tell you exactly what to do. It's going to tell your new customer exactly what they have to do. You don't even have to be in the room anymore with them. Choose the area you want to wrap. Take a front shot, take a side shot. If they can read, they can use this app, okay? Snap it. Awesome. It's going to let them take their picture, okay? They can take a selfie, so they can like go like this, do their picture. It's going to, or they can have someone do it. It's going to tell them, take the first one. So y'all, I'm going to take a picture of all of you, okay? Go on this side of the room, snap it, and then it's going to, you hit an arrow, and it's going to have you do the side, because you know we want 2 views. It's actually going to tell them what to do. Okay, we're going to take another picture, snap it, go to the next page, done. Okay, both photos are done. And then it's, and if they've never wrapped before, guess what? The It Works Wrap app videos in there. Tell them how to do it. Take it out, put it on, see results. There's a 2-minute video that tells them exactly how to wrap. We don't have to be there anymore for them to be successfully wrapping. Once they're wrapped, you say, it says, I'm wrapped. Boom, timer. It's going to count down 45 minutes. While it's counting down, they're going to get push notifications. They're actually going to get a notification to remind them to drink water, because what's really important about our product working? Hydration. They're going to get a notification that pops up to tell them it's time to drink water. It's time to drink water. Once their 45 minutes are done, it's going to whistle at them. It's going to go, okay? Literally, it whistles at them.
Yeah.
Done. Wrap's done. Take it off. Snap an after photo, and you put the before and afters just like that, and the disclaimers on there, and those pictures are good to share. Okay? Now, if you go back to the beginning, if you're in the initial part of the app, there are 3 lines at the top. Okay? There's more options inside there. You can look at the timer to see how much time you have left. You can frame, that's where you're going to frame your pictures. You're going to put the side-by-sides together. And then it has frequently asked questions about the app. This, I love this. I have used it so many times already since I've gotten it. I have customers that are already sending me pictures that have had their products, and I'm like, send me your photos. All I have to do is upload their photos to the Wrap app, and I can do a side-by-side with the disclaimer, and we're ready to go.
So you can put already taken pictures into the app.
It goes into your camera roll. Yep. The bottom picture was taken before and afters from somebody already, and we just grabbed them and threw them in there to make them legit photos to use. As long as you have permission. Holly Crafton, y'all saw her picture about that lady saying she wrapped 8 times and saw no results when really she'd only used 3 wraps because her husband stole her wraps. And she was like, I'm out of wraps, I've wrapped 8 times, but her husband stole. She sent her those photos she sent us, and we used the Wrap app. Holly sent me the photos. I threw them up in the Wrap app, put the disclaimer on there, did a little Photoshop to put what she used, because you have to say how much they've used over what time, and she gave us permission to use the pictures. Amazing results with 3 wraps, okay? The Wrap app is going to change everything for you guys. Make sure that all of your customers know about this app and they download it. It's free. It's a free app. And they can unlock it by putting in your ID number. So send them a message saying, download this app, use this code to unlock the app. It's going to help you track your personal results. And it's even going to put a timer on there to make sure you're drinking adequate water so you can get the best results possible. Any questions on the Wrap app?
Did you say that they can buy a wrap if they do the No Give Me One? I didn't hear what you said with that.
Yep, if they click on No Give Me One, it's going to take them right to your website.
Sweet. Okay.
Yep, because your ID number unlocks the app, and now they're coded to you no matter what they do.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. So that's why the Blitz cards are going to be so nice, because when y'all are out there blitzing and handing out your Blitz cards, because people are very, very techy. Okay, and It Works is they're staying up, except Patricia. She grins. That's the only reason why I said that. People they like fast, easy, simplistic things to do, and they want to save time. So the fact that it works came out with that Wrap app, they were genius. Because if somebody picks up your card and they see on there download app, they're going to download the app whether they're going to use it or not. And in order for them to activate it and get into it to see what it is, they have to put in your ID number. How genius is that?
Do you have the new Blitz cards?
Yeah.
I didn't know that there were ones at conference where I'm gonna pick them up.
Yeah. At the very, very bottom, it says ID number and it says download the Wrap app and then use this ID number to unlock.
I just placed an order on it too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's genius because we leave our Blitz cards everywhere. We hand them out. We leave them with our waitresses. People are more likely to download an app and check things out before they are ready to call you. I think it's genius. Freaking genius. It works is so awesome. All right, that's all I have on the Wrap app. There wasn't a whole lot to it. Any questions other than the few that we had? Get the new Blitz card so you can put your code on there and it has the Wrap app on there, okay? All right, Trish is going to talk about the new cleanse that just rolled out, I think. Yeah.
Before she goes, I forgot to add something when I was up there.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I do talk to people about the business, I am real with them because for a long time I worked, 50, 60 hours a week while Trisha was kind of starting from the bottom, building her way up. It's not something you can just quit your job and start doing tomorrow and make you can't do that. So,
Unless you're Rusty Lackey and you walked away from his 6-figure business. Like the minute you heard about this company, Rusty Lackey walked in, quit his job, making $600,000 a year, walked in and quit.
Yeah, I mean, there's exceptions
but
but
I would have killed my husband.
it
takes time.
To build.
Yeah, takes time. Yeah.
That's why most people quit.
Because they think they're gonna it's a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah. Okay, before I talk about this awesome product a little bit, I am gonna just give you guys some signs of we need a cleanse or even ourselves. So there's 10 different things that I wrote down. Energy. If you are low on energy or feeling fatigued, just tired, run down, that is a sign that you might have a lot of toxins in your body and you might need a cleanse. 2, constipation. Talk to myself, my stepson Brayson, I mean, we battled with it our whole lives until it worked. So that's a sign. Your brain fog, unable to focus. If you're just, don't know which ends up sometimes, that might be a sign that you need to cleanse your body. If you're feeling depressed, there's foods that that we can all eat that make us feel kind of down and out and sluggish, and that might be a sign that we need to detox. If you're overweight and you're having sign that you need to detox. Trouble sleeping. Sexual dysfunction, because our sexual organs are just like every other organ in our body. We need to get rid of and release those toxins to be able to feel good. Headaches is another one. In your joints, and then skin problems, and this is a big one, guys. You guys really want to listen to this, because with this cleanse you might have people that get on it and they might have really sensitive skin. They might have some skin reaction to this product, and it might even be in 2 days to take it, but reassure them it will calm down. It's not that it's getting worse. The cleanse is working, because when you release that much toxins out of your body, your body's going to do some funky stuff. So that was one thing when I was researching this that I was like, hey, because we have that sometimes with even our other products. But who has anybody gotten it and started it yet? And you're loving it?
I finished mine yesterday.
What's it taste like? That's a big question.
It's not very good.
Really? What's it taste like?
It's like a fruity, but it's tingly. So if you don't like spicy, it kind of tingles all the way
So
down.
you plug your nose and chug
So
it?
it's fruity and spicy.
Fruity and spicy. I mean, it's not like you enjoy it, but it's only 4 ounces you do twice a day. It's not like I'm not gagging it down.
You do stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not good.
I'm a chaser.
Chaser, yeah.
That was what I've had a lot of customers who just ordered it, but they asked me, and I honestly can't tell them because I haven't got mine yet.
I mean, do you expect it to taste like it's a cleanse, like for your gut?
I've done a
think
cleanse
it's gonna-
before and it was nasty. Like, I don't know if you've done one before, but it was like chalky and
I haven't.
it was so much like to do. Like, there were so many steps and you had to do it like 3 times a day for like 7 days in a row. Like, this is so easy
I
compared to what I
can't
did.
wait to try it. I didn't even think Aaron would want to. And on the way here, he's like, I think I need to cleanse too. And I'm like, well, just cleanse it.
Right.
But it's a 2-day herbal cleanse. It's going to remove your toxins, and while it's doing that, it's going to deliver the vitamins and nutrition that your body needs. They say that it's not harsh like other cleanses. And I've done some research on that too. And I think it's the blue agave in it that kind of slows things down and works it gradual versus the other cleanses that I've read on. There's 2 different blends. We have an herbal blend in it, and it has a nutritional blend. The herbal blend has the blue agave in it, and it has the aloe vera gel. And they work synergistically, which they work with each other to remove the toxins from your colon. And it promotes the cellular health there. And then the nutritional blend, it contains 25 foods, and its botanically extracts help support your liver detox function that already happens within your body. And I wrote something down because I have a lot of customers and distributors that sign under me that have no clue what a probiotic is and a prebiotic. It's a huge question because of greens, I promote that all the time, it being a probiotic. Everybody in this world should be on a probiotic. A probiotic is something that, both of these are in our intestines already. The probiotic is deep in your large intestine. The prebiotic is the probiotics food. They're both really important, and you have to get those from certain foods to get the good bacteria rolling around in there. And so I want to touch on that just a little bit. Okay, so the uses for this cleanse. You're going to do it for 2 days. You're going to take one before breakfast and the second one before supper for 2 days. And while you want to shake it really well, right, Amanda? Drink, you know what I did when it says drink plenty of water? I think this is true if you're not on Networks products. You should be drinking at least half your body weight in water every day. I don't care if it's your wrap day or not. I think you should be doing that every single day. If you're, fat fighters, thermofit, it's great. I mean, for weight loss, for anything, for health in general. So that's a huge thing I think we need to really push, is make sure they're drinking their water. During the cleanse, it was funny, I think I seen on one of our team pages, can I drink my coffee or should I skip that step? They want you to eat as healthy as possible. No processed fried foods, your junk food, your soda. Try to eliminate as much as you can while you're on the cleanse. It's just going to help that much more. And we're really I sold my first one the other day with the system. They're pushing that because you're wrapping your boosting, rebooting and removing. So you're wrapping, it says every 3rd day. I don't sell the wraps like that. Once a week is plenty. If they have the money and they want to get more wraps, awesome. When you're rebooting, you are removing, you're doing your cleanse, but you're also going to be removing some of those crappy McDonald's meals and our pizza and beer night, and you're going to be replacing those with some good healthy food. And then for the thermofit and the greens, we're going to be doing that every day. You should be doing those every day. The thermofit, you're going to be taking, I do one before my 2 largest meals of the day, and the greens, I take as much as I can because I love them and I love how they make me feel. So with that system and the cleanse, at conference, we've seen some phenomenal results with it. So I'm really excited to help some of the customers that I have with their weight loss. So that's just a little bit about it. There's more about it on our eSuite, and there's all kinds of research you can do on it, but that's just the basics. You guys have any questions?
I've got a question. When is a good time to do the cleanse? Is it like the beginning of the month or towards the middle of the month while you're doing the system? Did they say? I haven't read on that yet.
They really didn't say, but
on your
was it wrap, remove? On your remove date, you're supposed to drink it in the morning and then before breakfast and then before
Oh, that's right, your second step, yeah, and I just said that too, yep, exactly, when you're removing and you're removing some of those yucky meals, that's the time to take the cleanse.
Okay, and you only do the cleanse once a month?
It says not more than once a week, but on the e-suite.
Okay.
Well, you get four of them in a box. So you could really do it twice a month, because 2 is 1 day.
Okay.
So you could do it the first week and maybe the last week of the month, or the first week in the.
No, one box is just one cleanse.
It's 2 days.
It's a 2 day.
Oh, it's a 2 day in a row.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Just kidding.
We're still learning ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, really. I mean,
But I mean, honestly, anything you want to know, you can just. I literally just printed everything last night because we're getting ready to do that system challenge with the team. So anyone who wants to be a part of that, and the cleanse is going to be part of it.
Okay.
We're all learning.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good?
Good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna talk about bonuses and we're gonna give away some prizes and stuff. So we're almost done. How many of you are so flippin' excited about these bonuses? Oh my gosh. You guys don't even understand. Like, okay, first of all, a Ruby bonus, it's pretty awesome, right? They rolled out with Ruby bonus last month. We kind of understand how that works. I'm going to touch on it real quick because we had some confusion last year when the Ruby bonus first originally rolled out. Get out your pens. You're going to want to write this down. Because of the newbies that are coming in and the new people that are joining your team, because of the season we're in right now, we're going to have loyals that upgraded to distributors right before their 3 months are up. Okay, so this is really, really important. The Ruby bonus, in order to qualify for that $1,000 one-time payout, you must have 4 active enrolled customers under you, right? Which is step 2 in your business, right? If you have a customer that upgrades to a distributor, you must replace that customer within 10 days. If you have 3 active loyal customers underneath you and you promote to Ruby, you forfeit your $1,000 bonus. This was something new that rolled out last year. It really confused a lot of us that have been in the business for a long time because that is not a rule for the diamond bonuses, but it is a rule for the Ruby bonus. You must have 4 active enrolled loyal customers underneath you, which means, right, you place them, your number 2 step, okay? If you have 2 loyal customers that are like, let's go for it, I want a $1,000 bonus with you. If you have 4 loyals and 2 of them upgrade to a distributor, you have 10 days to replace those 2 loyals so that you have 4 actives. Otherwise, you forfeit your $1,000. Okay, it's the only thing you need to make sure that can happen. Okay, we had a couple of people last year lose out on their bonuses because of that. And I don't want that to happen this year because $1,000, you guys, is huge. Okay. They rolled out with a brand new, oh my God, when they said this, because I swear, I probably told it to like 5 of you at conference, they're not rolling out with an Emerald bonus. They never will. They said they would never do anything for Emerald. I had to eat my words because then Mark Pentecost is like, let's do Emerald. And I was like, and I got to eat my words because now we got an Emerald bonus, which I think is really cool because that means if you are going for Emerald, that means you're helping 2 people on your team, 2 new distributors get that $1,000 Ruby bonus because it takes 2 rubies to make you an Emerald. Okay, so not only are you going to help 2 people on your team get the $1,000 Ruby bonus, but you're going to get a $2,000, which means you got $1,000 for each person you help go Ruby. Okay, and what's really neat is like the Ruby bonus is for the brand new distributors that are enrolling in the month of February. So if you joined last year and you haven't hit Ruby yet, you don't particularly qualify for Ruby, but you qualify for Emerald. But if you enrolled in January or November, if you enrolled in November and you are still within your 2-month qualification period, instead of the 500, you will get 1,000. You will qualify for the $1,000 if you promote to Ruby. November. So if they enrolled November 2nd on January on or in February, they instead of the $500, they qualify for the $1,000.
December.
That would work December.
December.
Well, November. No, November, December, January. Oh God, it's already February. Scratch that. See, you don't have to be smart to be good at this business. You have everyone else that watched you back. So so December and January. If someone enrolled in December or January and they got the $500, if they promote by the end of February, they will get 1,000 instead of 500. Okay, thanks for catching that for me.
And they have to run their auto shipment for the
You have to have your ADBB auto ship run or you don't qualify. So you have to have your 4 loyal customers actively enrolled underneath you and you have to run your auto ship or you can't promote to Ruby and get that $1,000 bonus. What's really cool about the Emerald, how many of you are Rubies in the room right now? How many of you have been Rubies for over a year? Guess what? Doesn't matter. You go Emerald, you get the $2,000 bonus. There's no like small cap. If you have been in this business for a while and you promote to Emerald for the very, very first time this month, you get a $2,000 bonus. The only qualifications are you got to run your auto ship and you have to have at least 4 customers underneath you that have completed. Whether they're still ordering or not, it doesn't matter. You have to have at least those 4, and as long as they've completed it or paid their $50 membership fee, you qualify. And you got to.
Why you don't quit.
Which is why you don't quit. That's why you keep going, because Rubies, you guys have been waiting for this. So if it's the first time you're going to hit Emerald ever in the life of your business, you will get a $2,000 bonus. Help 2 people on your team go Ruby and get a $1,000 bonus. Okay? And then we have the double good bonuses. Who's going for diamonds? Who is going? Anyone running for diamond right now? Anybody? Okay. If you go diamond by the end of the month, you will get a $20,000 bonus. You guys, that's an extra $800 a month on your commission check. And a diamond makes on average, how much? $2,000 a month is what a diamond.
I'm going for it.
She's like, never mind. She's
like, wait, what? Huh? So if you go Emerald and you go diamond, no, diamond would take precedent because you hit diamond. So it'd be double diamond. Who's going for double diamond? Tina's going for double diamond. She's almost boxed in for double. She hits double diamond at the end of this month. That means she helped a lot of people go Ruby and a couple of people go Emerald. Okay? $30,000 just for helping others. Triple diamond. Who's going triple? Where's she at? 2 people. Amanda and Trisha are going for triple diamond. That means they helped a lot of people go Ruby. A lot of people go Ruby. A lot of people go Emerald. They even helped a couple people go diamond and double. Okay? That means that these ladies are going to have a couple people hit diamond and get a $20,000 bonus. A couple people are going to hit double and get a $30,000 bonus. They might even have a couple people hit Emerald for the first time and get a $2,000 bonus, and it's going to take those Rubies to make it happen. So by these girls promoting to triple diamond, getting a $50,000 bonus, that means that people are earning $1,000, $2,000, $20,000, and $30,000 bonuses on their team. Think about that. It's not just them going for their $50,000 bonus. That means that there are people on their team hitting 30, 20, 2, and 1,000. Okay? Presidential. I don't know if you have anyone running for presidential this month yet. Ambassador Diamond, $150,000 bonus. That means that somebody on this team would go presidential and get a $100,000 bonus. 2 people will get a $50,000 bonus. 2 people will get a $30,000 bonus. 1 person gets a $20,000 and a lot of 2,000s and 1,000. A lot of money being paid out to change lives, you guys. And each and every one of you are eligible for those. And don't you think for a minute, just because you're sitting in this room and you're like, I'm just a Ruby, I can't go diamond. No, you're not. Because you're saying you're not going to. Because there are people going diamond in 20 days. There are people going diamond in 10 days. It just depends on how bad you want it. Okay, there are people going ambassador diamond in like 12 months. What? It's possible. It's just how bad you want it. And yes, you do work hard, you work long hours, you get up early, you go to bed late. Okay, it's just sacrifices you make. But I guarantee those people that are getting these bonuses will never ever want for anything again in their lives, and neither will their team. I'm so excited about these bonuses. So excited. And I know a lot of people on this team are going to get a lot of those bonuses. All of you that are, how many of you are running for the Ruby bonus? Ruby bonus? Ruby, yeah, brand new rubies. How about emerald? Emerald, oh my God, there's a lot of you going for emerald. You're going for emerald.
Yeah.
Diamond? Diamond? No, none of you want a diamond bonus? None of you are gonna push for diamond? I know some of you could make it happen, absolutely. All right, you guys just keep in mind those bonuses and make sure that you're sharing these with people because $1,000 can make or break somebody's year. Okay, I mean, a Ruby makes on average about $300 to $500 a month, depending on how they're running their business. $300 a month can keep somebody from filing bankruptcy. So share, don't worry about sharing all these 20,000, like show them the $1,000 Ruby bonus. Show them how you can change their lives quickly within 2 full calendar months. Because anyone who joins, when did you join? Last night? So this is February, March, April. You have till the end of April to get your $1,000 bonus. But I wouldn't wait until the end of April to make it happen. I would go for the emerald by April and maybe even diamond by April. Because I got a $10,000 diamond bonus 2.5 months in my business. And I had no friends, no family support, did it all belly to belly, strangers and social media. Okay? Diamond, I went Ruby in 10 days and I went diamond in 2.5 months. Earned a $10,000 bonus and was double diamond by 6 months. So it can be done. And I did it all with strangers. So don't worry about having friends and family to go out and find strangers and blitz your heart out. Show them the Wrap app, okay? All right, Tina, you got this. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do drawings. If you guys have pieces of paper, I need you all to do me a favor. Take out a small piece of paper, write your name on it, and roll it up. I'm gonna come get them. All right, roll it, like, fold them up, do whatever you need to. Does everyone have the wrap in the Wrap raffle? Because we have 11 in there now. Does anyone else need or want to put in a wrap? I don't want to forget you if you want to put in on the Wrap raffle.
Okay, since everybody's writing their names down on pieces of paper and things like that, I'm not gonna have you guys get up. Okay. But I know a big handful of you guys were at conference, so we just want to share a real quick aha from conference. I'll start so you guys can write. My aha, like I had a lot, and there was one that really stuck out, and it was, I kind of touched on it earlier, your niche. Like, because I think a lot of us, we hear about these people who are going presidential diamond in like 12 months, strictly using, you know, Facebook and Instagram. And I know even for me, I took a couple months, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to learn how to do it. And I wasted a couple months trying to figure out how to do it, and that's not my niche. Like, I am the same way, like, I think it was you, Amanda, that said that you build relationships and then you go out and you meet them. I do the same thing. Like 90% of my business was from Facebook, but it was just building those relationships. And then I go out and I have a party and meet up with them. Same thing. So my niche is, that's my niche. Some people, they can just do it all from, you know, Facebook or Instagram. And then some people are blitzing and going out there belly to belly. So my aha was finding your niche. Not everybody builds their business the same way. So find what works for you and run it. Be you. Don't try to be somebody else. That was mine. Do you guys want to go real quick since you look like you're all ready?
Yeah, I wrote one. One of mine was from Joel Dunn. He said, if you don't have time, and this just, I don't know, it just clicked. Have your blitz cards at all times.
You don't have to stand up, but you might want to face up by stationary.
Okay, I will. Here's my paper. I want to write it. Okay, have your blitz cards at all times and you'll have time. I love that.
What did you say?
Have your blitz cards at all times and you'll have time. Okay. We go to the grocery store, we go out to eat.
Oh, that's so good.
We go, yeah, we go pick up the kids, go daycare, everywhere. Have your blitz cards and you'll have time.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Hey, my aha, I'm going to share it real quick. How many of you have heifers on your team? Y'all know where I'm going with this? Okay. Talk about it?
No, but that was another option.
Okay. I have tons, but the funniest one that made me like, like, and I can't stop talking about it, and I'm like, hashtag heifer. Okay, this cute little old country girl sitting on stage, blonde hair, beautiful, gorgeous. You'd never know she came from a cattle farm. Up there, Ambassador Diamond, presidential, maybe, I don't even know. I don't remember her name. All I remember is her talking about how she went home to visit her dad, and he was so upset and distraught because he lost his prize heifer. Now, first of all, I would have said cow. Okay, but I didn't grow up on a cattle farm. Heifer is the word, right? He lost his prized cow. Like this cow, this heifer was going to produce so many babies and it was going to make him lots of money, and the daggone cow heifer died. Dad was distraught. And she was like, Dad, just go buy another heifer. And she said that in that moment when she realized that people quit your business, people die in this business, they all fall into, if any of you had anyone fall into the Bermuda Triangle, big black hole, you don't know what happened to them, you think they died, they're gone. Right, it's just a damn heifer that died, go get another one. Right? They're like, we gotta stop worrying about stuff. We have to stop worrying so much. When she said that, I looked at Tina and I was like, those doggone heifers. I'm just gonna go get another one. So stop worrying about the people that quit. You're spending too much energy on the ones that quit when you're missing out on an opportunity a person's probably standing right in front of you. So hashtag heifer.
Anybody else have an aha they want to share?
Well, my aha was like seeing all these younger ladies, single moms or whatever, you know, crying, and like that hits me. Seeing like how they were like calling their kids, and they was like FaceTime and told the kids that why they went to conference. And I mean, not just once, there was like 20s girls, and they were like constantly on the phone on the breaks, and saying like, hey, you know, this is why mommy is away from you right now. This is why mommy's working, because I want to give you what I don't have. That was my
Anybody else?
I have to share this.
Okay.
I'm going to share this at our training in Wabash. But I had tons too. But the one that I really loved is there's 2 D-days in this business. And the first one is the day we join. And the second one, I love it, is the day that you get over yourself and get out of your own way and start busting some butt and work your business. I mean, we're standing in our own way sometimes, and you're the only one that can get over yourself and move forward. So I love that.
I wrote that one down.
That was huge. I did too, and it was a huge right.
Yeah, it's like the day you join and the day you get over yourself.
Yeah, work. I really like that.
Anybody else?
One thing I liked that I don't even remember who said it, but she said, treat your business and run your business at the rank that you see yourself at, not at the rank that you're at right now, because that will really motivate you and keep you going. If you just think of yourself, I'm just a Ruby, you may not work your business as hard as if you say, I'm a diamond and I'm going to run my business like I'm a diamond, or I'm a double diamond, or I'm a triple diamond.
That's another good one too that I forgot about.
Yeah, work it as if you're already after if you want. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I kind of had one that blended into the other, which was do what you're good at and what you're comfortable with. And I'm a people person and I'm good on one-on-ones, and I have way more one-on-ones than I have big parties. So this week I had 2 one-on-ones, and now next week I have 2 launch parties, because I'm better at one-on-one than the big parties, you know, kind of thing. And then the other one was, and I told both of them, well, you're good. I can make money off of you, or you can make money for yourself. You know, I loved that, because they're like, what? Wait, huh? You know.
It's so true though. I mean, like, you're just telling them the truth.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, anybody else real quick? Nita?
I love what Denise Walsh said when she said, do you choose comfort or do you choose courage?
Yes.
And I was like, that just hit me, because I've been comfortable for a while. Like I hit double in 9 months, and you think, oh, you're on top of the world, but you get a lot of fear and you get comfortable. That's Sarah Rankin always said, that's a hard rank to sit at, because it's comfortable. I mean, you're bringing in what, $6,000 a month, and it's comfortable. It's good money. So that to me was like, you know what, it sucks being comfortable. Is it comfortable not hitting your goals? Is it comfortable being, you know, not feeling healthy, being overweight, whatever it is? It stinks. Like it's harder to I don't know, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Just get comfortable with that. But I was like, man, I gotta have more courage than I ever had this year, and I have to make it happen. So that really stuck with me. And then another thing that stuck with some of the people on my team, what I shared, you guys really have to visualize that you're worth this, because every time an ambassador was announced on stage and I seen them walking across and I seen their name like just light up on the screen, every time that happened, I pictured my name, Brandon Piper and Amanda Piper. I pictured us walking across stage.
I might faint when that happens.
I visualize that because I know it's gonna happen. It's not just in my head, it's in my heart. Like I know, like without a shadow of a doubt, like it's going to happen. And you guys have to know that you're worth this. Like God created all of us the same way. He didn't make no mistakes. You guys are worth this. Like God does not just He doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call that come into this business. So you guys know that you're worth this. You guys have to give it your all and just commit every single day. I mean, we got one life to live, and I am not going to trade my time for money. I'm going to spend it with my family, and I'm so blessed. I've never missed my kids walking or talking, and they're so little now, and I can be with them every single day, and I'm so blessed that I found this business when they were so small, and I could spend all my time with them, and that we just don't get time back, you guys. So go all in this year and just lay down your excuses and just go all in and just have so much courage. Have courage and don't be comfortable. Just be courageous. So
Perfect.
that was my.
Wait, we're gonna end it right there on that. That was so good. Awesome. All right, so we've got enough in here.